Boom. All right, we're finally live.
Here we are.
Difficulties are over.
We are, boys.
Well, for now.
For now.
No, they're over. Positive thoughts. They're over.
All right, let me tweet out this link real quick.
Send it out, and I'll do it too.
Okay.
Are you posting on Bolts from the Blue as well?
Yeah, I'll do both.
In that article? Right on.
All right, so Browns are on the clock. We are underway.
About
Damn,
time.
man, it's here. And we didn't find out who the pick was yet.
Nope.
Let me know when you put it out, Stanley.
About to tweet right now.
Okay. Because nobody can see it right now, right?
Yeah. No, they can. If they got in, basically. They don't have the link, so probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so
Look at
many.
ESPN.
No, I guess Garrett found it. I mean,
Oh, shit.
Richard found it already because he just threw it on. He just threw the embed on the. Yeah, he already threw the embed on the article, so we're good.
Cool. Let's see.
Anyone think this isn't going to be Garrett? Is there any chance?
I
No,
doubt
I'm not
it.
there. I can't get up there in 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So it's not me.
Is this one spelled incorrectly too?
No, I think this is Myles Garrett.
It's got to be.
Anybody else think it's Myles Garrett?
I'd be shocked if it wasn't.
I realize like I'm in the corner of my room and it kind of looks like I'm in a hostage situation. Like it's like blank wall, like it's one window. It's kind of prison.
I actually have a brick wall as one of my walls, so there you go.
All right, so now that we're finally live, let's go ahead and give a roll call. I am Matthew Stanley, as a bunch of you probably know, at Bolt Fan in Denver.
I am Richard Wade. I'm at Richard Wade. Catch me there. So if you don't like anything on here, catch me there at Richard Wade.
But if it is a good take, he is at Garrett Sisti.
I promise you it won't. I promise.
I'm Daniel Stebbins at DStebbs on Twitter.
Of course, Kyle Posey's here. You're muted. Kyle, you're muted. Michael, say what's up. New guy.
I am Michael Peterson. I'm the new guy in town. You can find me at Chargers lately. LA is capitalized. I thought it was a pretty sick name. That's me.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Yeah.
I'm Louis Reddick. And
Uncle Lou.
Uncle Lou in the house.
Louis Reddick.
Almost GM Louis Reddick.
Yes.
Next year. Yours next year, man.
Yeah, I'm sure the Jags will need a new GM next year though. Do they have someone with carpal tunnel writing up the draft card? Like how long does it take to write out Myles Garrett on the draft card?
People are freaking out about that on Twitter right now. Like what's taking so long? Like for fuck's sake, put in the pick. Like people are just rabid right now.
The pick's in. Anybody think
really?
This isn't Garrett?
No.
Nah, it's Garrett.
It's got to be. I mean, if this isn't Myles Garrett.
Oh, so Michael, I don't think you're part of this, but we should probably tell everybody that we're going to be drinking if the pick isn't our guys. If it's our worst guy, right?
Yep.
So I don't know if you guys have alcohol nearby, but I got Jack like within reaching distance. And so I think we should each pick a player, and if the Chargers draft that player, we all got to do a shot together.
All right, that works.
Everybody in?
Yep.
Okay.
Around me. But,
Okay. Well, you'll just finish your beer. How about that?
Oh, that's fine. I got a whole bottle of wine. We can fuck with that.
There
Yeah,
you go. Now we're talking. So
Dude,
the one player for me is Jabrill Peppers. If the Chargers take Jabrill Peppers at 7 or in the first round, it's over. It's over.
right.
We're all doing shots. And it's going to
All
be a very long and drunken draft show.
I think it'll be more than shots, man. I think it'll be a bottle.
My no player is going to be Cam Robinson. If it's Cam Rob, I'm going to be real drunk.
Okay. That's a good one.
I'm going with Charles Harris. A lot of mocks and whatnot had him in the end of the first round, but I've seen it a lot more in the last couple of days being in the top 10 to 15, and that's just unacceptable. So mine's Charles Harris.
That works.
Oh, here we go. Here's the pick.
Oh, shit.
All right. Are we about to see the first surprise of the night?
Am I way ahead of you guys again?
Yes.
So Goodell just got to the podium for me.
Damn, man.
I'm still looking at highlights.
Do you have DVR? Can you pause it for like 5 seconds and then hit play?
Yeah.
Myles Garrett.
Nah, man. I'm from the fucking future. I can't pause that shit.
All right, so they made the right choice.
Wait, I'm that far behind?
Yeah, no, they already made their first pick.
Mine still says the pick is in on NFL Live.
Oh, damn.
So do we all need to pause for like 15, 20 seconds?
Goodell's not even on the stage yet.
Jesus.
Oh, man, you guys are way behind. Like, they made the pick. We've already looked at who it is. He's hugging family.
Yeah, John Lynch has already picked a kicker at 2. Like, we're rolling over here.
John Lynch, GM John Lynch.
Is there a link to tweet out?
I tweeted out the link to the YouTube feed. Stebbs retweeted it. Oh shit! I forgot.
Did I?
Yeah, I forgot to log in as Bftb and retweet it. I'll let Richard do it.
Hilarious.
All right.
Oh!
I'm still trying to stay off Twitter.
There's war room celebrations happening. Cross off the bingo square.
Yeah, there's nothing really too. It wasn't like overly excited, or was it just regular excited?
Well, there was people hugging in the background.
All right, I need to pause this.
Somebody just texted me and said Louis Riddick is horrible.
Who did?
Oh my god, just one of my random guys. That's funny.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, Lou's the best, man.
Uncle Lou, never change.
Uncle Lou texted you, and said Uncle Lou sucks.
Truest thing he ever said.
What's the Niners gonna do?
So I've been going back and forth on this one. I think they're basically gonna like flip a coin between Adams and
Thomas.
A little bit more. This is the family.
Adams. Well, I was thinking Thomas,
Oh!
and then I remembered how many defensive linemen they've drafted early.
How's Garrett's family acting like they've been there before?
Does anyone else have notifications on Schefter things? Because he just said that Chicago traded up to 2 with San Fran.
Oh wow.
Oh, they want Thomas then.
They flipped to get one higher. They were number 3, right?
Yeah. This is going to be Solomon Thomas then if they trade it up.
Wow. Really?
Shut up, Keith.
Man. Please don't
You
be
really
Thomas.
think they got to jump up one spot, huh?
Got a brown shirt under it already? Oh, he knew.
Well, I think there've been all this hype, especially like as this week's gone on, about San Fran trading back with someone for them to move up. So if they were worried about them someone trading ahead of them to take whoever they want, then it makes sense. But
If this is for a quarterback, I feel so bad for Bears fans.
This is for-
Trubisky right here.
Wait. Who did the Niners trade it to?
2.
The Bears.
Bears. They swapped 2 and 3.
They traded back one spot.
Why?
I don't know.
we'll see soon, I think.
Hot garbage.
And
wonder what
the
that
Bears
was
probably
like.
gave up a second-round pick for that too.
Wow.
Yeah, like you're moving up one spot, but it is like the second pick overall. So what's the return on that? You get a second and a day 3 pick?
Here, let me pull up that trade value chart and we can take a look. All right.
And we're not tipping picks and all that stuff, right? Same as last year.
Oh, definitely not. I'm trying to stay off
All right.
Twitter.
Wow. Okay. So the
I got
difference is
notifications.
the difference between their pick is about 400 points.
Oh,
Sorry, third round.
So
Oh yeah, that's the third round, right?
I mean that's like a third round and change because Chicago's third round pick is worth 255 points. So that's like a third and a fourth. And
man, to drop
That's
back one
almost even.
spot.
to go up one spot.
Man, there isn't a player even at number 2 that I would trade up that I have to have. Bad.
I mean, to me, this is Solomon Thomas. There's no way it's anybody else. I don't think you trade up one spot to grab Jamal Adams.
Would you trade up a spot to take a quarterback, though?
I don't think it's a quarterback here, though.
I mean, I wouldn't. I'm just saying, Niners need a quarterback.
I think if they did trade up for a quarterback, that would make some sense if you look at all the hype that we had heard about Trubisky, whether it was or quarterbacks in general going number 2 possibly, or someone trading up to number 2 for a quarterback. That could make sense if they panicked and traded up to 2 for that. Solomon Thomas, I don't know. That'd be my pick if I was them.
Anybody see any tweets yet as to what they gave up?
Is?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is.
No.
Hold on.
Third and one of their fourth
overall pick.
Jesus Christ, man.
And a 2018 third.
Whoa.
So they're getting this year's third, fourth, and next year's third from the Bears.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Good God.
Damn.
Jesus.
Literally.
That's pretty much
Holy.
That's pretty much exactly what this draft chart would equal out to. So I'm going to leave that draft chart up just in case.
That's impressive.
If they did this for Jamal Adams, I'm going to throw my computer out.
Dude, you might throw your computer out the window because all the Bears people I know are saying it's probably going to be Adams.
That's what I thought too. This is so weird, man. Like he's a really good player. I like him just as much as anybody, but come on, man. You got to think about draft capital.
Yeah, exactly. They have so many holes.
That's one of my favorite things that I always hear Justice always talks about on the Setting the Edge podcast. Is talk about the draft capital as far as what position you're drafting, and safety number 2 is crazy.
He's like automatically one of the top 5 players in his position. Paid players.
So so it's saying here that the Bears wouldn't discuss what they're moving up for. So
Pick
whatever
is
it
in.
is, it's secret. I think it's Solomon, but I kind of want it to be Jamal Adams.
I mean, oh God.
I hope it's Jamal Adams.
Well, I want it to be Trubisky just so I can watch the world burn.
I don't want it to be Trubisky because I'm still hoping that creates some sort of like trade bait for our pick for the Chargers pick at 7.
Good point.
Albert Breer just tweeted it's Trubisky.
No. All right, let's not tip any picks though.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
So if you're gonna throw your computer for Jamal Adams, what are you gonna do for Trubisky, KP?
Okay, so the tweets are now flying in. That's who it is.
Man.
No. Fucking Trubisky at 2.
Oh my God. Yep. And there it is from Schefter. Holy
crap.
My God. Goodell just announced it too. Oh shit.
At least the Chargers aren't the Bears, man. That's terrible.
Here's the thing.
The Browns are so shitty now.
The rest of the day, Telesco can't fuck this up as much as the Bears.
Don't jinx him. Do not jinx him.
Telesco's like, hold my
beer.
Hold my grape juice.
What are you guys drinking tonight?
Oh, Mitchell fucking Trubisky.
So I'm going to get white girl wasted, and I'm drinking Malibu and Diet Coke. Because I figured I'm going to be drinking all night, so I wanted to play it slow.
I haven't started yet, but I got this ready. Some Jameson. And Coke. And Coke.
Oh, all right. Is that
nice?
Good?
It's actually not bad. So, this is shit I sell and deliver to people. So I thought I'd try it, and it's not half bad.
No.
Fucking everyone's just laughing.
Trubisky, man.
Everyone's just laughing. Like,
dude, Mike Glennon.
The fucking slot machine of laughing on Twitter.
I am so jealous of Mike Glennon right now. That dude is making so much money to do nothing.
Can't believe
he's the new version of Clipboard Jesus, man.
These fans are so pissed. Oh my goodness.
They lose the
Well,
draft.
they live in Philadelphia, so I'd be pissed too.
This is a dumpster fire.
I wonder how bad this would have been if this happened in Chicago, like where the draft was the last 2 years.
Man,
like the boo would have
Bears fans
been.
are pissed.
Yeah,
Man.
my boy Aaron Lemming was like, I'm happy they got their quarterback, but holy crap, that was a lot to give up. No shit.
That is a special kind of stupid.
Oh, look at all
God.
the look.
Yeah, the Bears fans are. See, dude, I'm
Bears
like
fans are
10 seconds
pissed.
ahead of you.
Dude, I'd be so
Oh, they got some of those going on.
And there's some Browns fans I see that are pissed too.
Well, what? The Browns going to go after Watson now?
Man, San Fran back up at 3. Are they trading again, or what are they going to do?
You mean trading down again?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean they're
I would
back
assume they
up.
would take Solomon here.
Yeah, well, I think the 49ers would probably take Adams.
Let's see.
They thought that highly of Trubisky. That's
Yeah,
what I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't.
Man, bad teams.
Damn,
was
man.
that Mac Hollins?
My boy.
Yeah, it's
Kyle, you drinking anything tonight?
Yeah, man, I have some. I just bought like some pre-made Long Island mix.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully they trade back and I don't remember what happens.
I might drink wine tomorrow night after going to Napa for my wife's birthday in November, and then I just spent 2 weeks in Italy. She's like turned me into a wino.
not bad.
Like pounding cheap red wine.
Cheap red wine at that. Wow.
Yeah, like a box. I'll just be here like slapping.
Oh man, a Franzia or something. Jesus.
I'm sick of this pick.
I think tomorrow's going to be a beer night for me.
Dude, they're paying Mike Glennon $19 million to sit on the bench this year.
Mike's so upset over this pick, it's not even his team.
Or they just traded
personal.
a ton of draft capital for someone to ride the bench for a year. Either way, it's just stupid.
Do we know what kind of cap space the Bears have?
I could look that up
I can
though.
find it real quick.
Because if it's like a situation, so obviously it's a bad deal, like it's a bad idea to do it. But if it's like a situation where the Browns traded like 16 mil because they have so much for a second-round pick, I mean, I'm cool with that. But still, why even use it if you know you're going to get a quarterback?
Do the NFL move or the NBA move just to eat up your salary?
They have $21 million in cap space right now, so not a ton.
Mm.
Well, I guess at this stage in free agency, that's a lot.
So what do we think
Jesus.
what do you guys think for the Niners here?
I think it's Adams.
Yeah, I think it's Adams too, man.
I think Adams makes the most sense. I think it'd be interesting to go from one LSU safety to another. But they definitely need to. I mean, it would be a good move. Still kind of high, I think, 3 for a safety. But if he's worth it, in your opinion, then go for it. And I'd imagine that Lynch probably values safety. So
Didn't the Niners just pick up an interior defender in the offseason?
Did they?
well, they had back-to-back line first rounders. I don't know if they picked anyone up though.
They were back-to-back Oregon defensive ends.
Yeah. KP's guy Buckner.
Yeah, it was good, man.
He was good last year too. Yeah.
Was it Earl Mitchell? Or am I making that up?
Oh, you might be right.
No, he did.
He's a good
Okay.
player.
So maybe
Isn't he a little older though?
Yeah, oh
I
definitely.
think so.
But is he is that enough to pass on Thomas and just work on your secondary? Address
think
it
so.
later, maybe?
I don't think that prevents you from doing anything. The Earl Mitchell deal was For how long? It was a 4-year deal. Damn.
How old is he?
29.
Oh, 49ers made a pick.
They made their pick.
Yep.
See
Damn,
what it
Glenn's
is.
getting $19 million this year.
Yeah, 19 million. He's probably gonna. He's not gonna start the whole season. I mean, he might start a couple games.
Jesus, 49ers still have 71 million in cap space. That's insane.
Holla.
I say this is Solomon.
Solid.
I think it's Adams.
I'm gonna go Adams.
Anybody else?
I still think it's Adams too. Yeah.
Still Adams? Debs, what do you think?
Adams.
All right.
If it was me, I'd go Thomas, but I think it's Adams.
Yeah,
The Chargers hope it's Adams too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the safety they have behind Peppers, apparently?
By the way, real quick while we have a dull moment, thanks everybody for tuning in so far. This is it's gonna be a long night, but it's gonna be fun.
One of us need to try to keep up on the comments there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you guys got questions, leave them. Or send it to us on Twitter or something. You know how to get a hold of us.
Twitter is probably the best way to get a hold of us, but I'll check in on the live chat every couple of minutes.
They'll figure it out. It's 2017.
I'll check the BFTB page.
Tweet us, comment, whatever. Well, pick us in. Oh, but I'm ahead of you guys.
Yeah, you're ahead of us.
You are.
Yeah, don't. I don't care. Ruin it.
No tipping picks, Garrett.
All right. This happened last year with Bosa. I couldn't really jump up and down because I had to wait.
You were so excited.
Guys,
No, it showed. It showed. And I think when you started celebrating, the camera started zooming in too.
Oh,
Oh my god, that was beautiful.
oh boy.
We have 27. Oh, that was from yesterday, though. Oh, they did it.
Oh.
All right, well done, Garrett.
Damn good pick.
Is it Thomas?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there was no way he was going to 7, man.
So Chargers working the phones right now, then?
Hey, I could dream, man.
Yeah,
I was
imagine
hoping.
that they are trying their hardest. What I would guess is
Forrest Lamp will be there at 7. We're good.
So Christian McCaffrey did.
Oh yeah, of course.
yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Running
See
back or die.
where he goes.
They're going to go Armstead, Buckner, and Solomon, huh?
Jesus.
Okay.
I think they're running 4-3 now, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
That'll help because the Seahawks have a terrible offensive line, and the Cardinals are still trying to piece their offensive line together.
Cannot hate on building your defense from the inside out.
Definitely not. But their secondary is
I
pretty
heard you like
garbage.
that.
I'm a fan.
They still have to figure out a way to score.
It's just in.
That's true, yeah.
What, Solomon Thomas can't play fullback?
You and your damn fullback, man.
Who's your favorite fullback in this draft?
I like that Virginia Tech kid.
No, my favorite fullback is where they have 3 receivers and a tight end.
Oh shit.
That's still rich for me, man.
For Solomon?
Yeah.
You weren't too high on him, right?
So he's clearly a physical freak. Like he has all the athletic traits in the world where it's obvious he's going to be good, but he's not
Jaguars
good.
already got the pick in.
Deshaun?
Deshaun Watson. They ran it to the podium.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, I'm just saying. So when he plays inside, he's a monster against the pass. But when he plays inside against the run, he gets like bowled over.
Mm.
What people don't talk about is when he's like on the outside, he is not a good football player. He just does not win as an edge rusher. Like that clip they just showed against Washington State, it was like a 4-second sack. And that happens a lot, man, where he just like runs like full into the lineman, head up, and just has no idea what to do. And I think the Chargers really like this dude. I think they kind of dodged the bullet, man. I mean,
Really?
I can see him being good down the line, but not right now, man.
Yeah, he definitely wouldn't have come in and had the same impact that Bosa had last year.
I think it's kind of bad to assume that anyone would. I mean, what Bosa did was special, man, especially doing it in 13 and a half games or whatever it was. I mean, so I wouldn't expect that, but
right, but they just took him in the same exact spot that Bosa went last year, so there's going to be those expectations.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, other than quarterbacks, he was the first non-quarterback, and both those quarterbacks didn't really deserve to go 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, so we got a couple of questions real quick. 2 running back questions. Who's the best running back in the draft, and when do we think Fournette will go?
Fournette has a chance to go right now, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Absolutely, he can.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
TJ Yeldon is not the guy.
No.
Yeah,
Ivory ain't getting it done.
Yeah.
and if he doesn't go here, he's got a good chance to go to Carolina too.
And that Denard Robinson
He might
experiment
mess
is
around and go
over.
to the Jets.
What'd you say, Kyle?
I said he might mess around and go to the Jets too.
Yeah,
Fournette?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't get out of the top 10.
Bengals. He's probably not falling out of the top 10.
No.
I don't think he'll go. I don't think Bengals will go there. I think Bengals will go a different direction. But
Oh
the
no, I'm
Jets,
just saying there's a possibility.
Okay. The Jets. I mean, I didn't even think about the Jets. Damn.
All right, and
This draft is so unpredictable.
Who do you guys have as your best running back in the draft?
Dalvin Cook for me.
Stebbs?
I'm sorry, what, man?
Who's
Who do you have as
running
your
back
best your best running back in the draft?
I really like guys who can do everything. So mine is McCaffrey. I'm a big fan of McCaffrey. If you're just talking, your power guy, of course you got Fournette and, the same old thing that anyone else would say. But McCaffrey is someone I definitely would like to see do well in the NFL, and I think he will.
Kyle?
I'm a Cook guy. I think this.
Florida State, really? I didn't expect that.
So I actually hate on a lot of Florida State people, like I hate on.
You do.
Georgia, but yeah, Cook's just good. I mean, he's good. He's a lot better inside running.
Oh shit!
Oh,
They did it.
Called it, baby. Kyle called it.
all right.
Fournette to the
Fournette to the
Jags.
Jags.
Fournette to the Jags.
Fournette. Damn.
Oh my God. Hey, good timing on that question. Whoever wrote that.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah, right?
So, there's your answer. Fournette will go 4 to the Jaguars.
So this is interesting because last year the Jags were like a heavy zone team, and in zone you have to have a running back that can like really change direction.
Yeah.
And that's honestly
Get that cut
the
going.
one reason I had Fournette out of the first round in my little top 100 or big board, because when he's asked to like redirect, he's a completely different back. But if he can just like go in one direction and like turn the turbo on, he's a monster. But man, that's going to be tough. Obviously, they could obviously alter what they call for him, like get him going one direction. But man, 4 is steep for a running back.
Oh yeah, and especially Fournette because he's like a straight line runner. He can't really change direction that much. He's not good shifting sideline to sideline, and he's got those chronic ankle injuries that plagued him all last year.
He's incredibly fast, though. Like he's really, really fast.
Oh yeah, and punishing, man. He's quick and punishing. He's got a good combo, but
I mean, he tosses dudes aside, man. But the concern is real about he can only run. Like he does nothing in the receiving game, like at all. He gives you less than nothing there. That's a concern.
That's weird.
I mean, it's 2017, like you said earlier. You got to be able to do something in the passing game, and dude can't. I mean, he was double catching things at the combine. I mean, my goodness.
yeah.
That power is great, though.
Yeah, and I mean, damn, I don't know about scheme fit here. And maybe another team I wouldn't have a problem with Fournette, but still, that's even steep. But then when you think about their scheme, shit.
I don't know a lot about the Jags. Are they switching any of that up this year?
People,
I don't know.
Like, somebody just said like whoever it is on NFL Network or whatever I'm watching the rally. I don't even know what that is, but they're talking about how Fournette is like super athletic, and he's not, man. People get caught up in like these 40 times. So a guy runs a fast 40, then automatically he's athletic. This is not the case.
Yeah, not at all. That's like one of the worst ways to measure athleticism is the 40.
Dang.
Straight line speed does not predict anything else. I mean, it's not a good tool to go off of for athleticism. I agree.
Man, these are some crazy picks in the top 4 so far.
All right, so who do we think Tennessee's going here?
Lattimore, if they stay put, but I think they might be out.
Their secondary is ass. I mean, Lattimore make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're one of the worst secondaries that I watch, man. It was like a pain to watch them.
And it's been bad for like a couple of years now. They haven't addressed it at all. That make the most sense. I mean, they could go with one of the safeties. I thought they worked on their safeties a little bit, though, already. I thought corner was still a big need.
Yeah. I could also see him surprising and going wide receiver.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There's been a lot of talk about John Ross here. You think that carries any weight?
Interesting.
Huge surprise to me.
Yeah, that's actually a
Receiver, but
he's going to go a lot higher than we think. He's been in mocks lately. He's been at like pick 32. I know his injury history is very, very bad. But man, you don't run a 4.22 when somebody doesn't bet on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, see, the Titans got Cyprian and Logan Ryan, so I think corner would definitely make sense. They're reworking that DB group there, so corner would make a lot of sense there.
Yeah, instead
I'm
of taking
so
the
glad
guy
that the Chargers did not sign Cyprian because, the whole Jax, Gus Bradley thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is awful, man. I don't know why they were in a rush to sign him.
That was everyone's draft crush back in a few years ago, though.
Yuck.
Only 2 picks away.
Damn,
All right,
man.
So we got another quick question while we're waiting for the Titans pick to come in. If the Chargers trade back, who do you think it will be to? I'm assuming they're asking which team are we going to trade with?
Browns.
I could see the
That makes a ton of
Browns.
sense.
I could see the Eagles.
Saints make sense.
Saints make sense. Cardinals maybe even.
If the Jets don't take somebody, if the Jets don't take a QB, it's probably him. Or it's probably the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, because if the Jets don't take a QB, whoever has the second or anyone who's desperate to get Christian McCaffrey and wants to jump ahead of Carolina.
That's a good call.
I did see some people trying to say that McCaffrey to the Panthers was a smokescreen, but even still, like teams aren't going to risk it if they're in love with him.
Man, there's 30 seconds left, and they still haven't made the pick or turned in the pick yet.
I saw a number of mocks having the Colts move up too. They had a number of needs, whether it be I think it was running back or outside linebacker or edge rusher, I should say. I mean, there's a lot of teams in the teams that could move up.
Ooh, I think. Wait a minute.
Are they going to let the time run out? Oh no!
Are they going to pull a Vikings and pick like two picks later?
Get them for cheaper? Shit, why not?
Oh yeah, the pick is in. So they didn't trade back.
You got to think it's Lattimore.
Oh, that's strong.
So I made this bet with this dude. Hey, let me see if you guys can see it.
Oh shit! Fournette went 4, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was 4.5. I think was the over under, wasn't it, on him?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Shit. Sorry, KP. What was it?
No, so I made this bet with a guy. He bet me that the Browns would. He bet me $100 that the Browns would take Myles Garrett and Trubisky in the top 5.
Oh,
I just forgot about that until now.
Oh,
just remember that $100.
I like this pick for the Titans.
Don't tell us.
I'm not. I'm seeing it on Twitter.
All right.
I'm not even on Twitter right now.
It sucks because he's a guy that I would have wanted in play at 7, but that's okay.
Oh,
it's Jamal Adams.
it is.
Right, you can't tell us that. We know it's Jamal Adams.
No, it's not Jamal Adams.
All right, don't tell us. They're shaking hands. They definitely made the pick, so they didn't trade down. I was afraid they were.
Good.
Oh. Damn. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
Oh, Corey Davis.
So he came out last.
Damn it! He was my pick at 7.
He came out a couple days ago and said Mariota's his
Damn.
favorite quarterback in the league, and that he'd love to play with Mariota.
Ooh, that's hot.
I saw this coming, but I still held out.
I like that pick a lot, though, for them.
I like it for them, but I don't like it because there's a lot of guys that I don't want at 7 that are still on the board now.
Yep.
Facts.
We're not getting help.
I know, man.
I was so hoping Thomas would fall, man.
I hope the Jets take Adams. So that way we got Deshaun Watson sitting there and somebody comes up and grabs him.
Yeah.
Or they take him. They could take him.
Yeah, but I don't want that.
I don't know.
Somebody offer the Chargers a trade. Come on.
Mike Williams.
Oh, God. Well,
Come on, man.
Well, you guys kept guessing that it was Corey Davis.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
So, based on everything that he said, we talked about injuries, and he's injured. So it's not going to be somebody that's injured.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, but they got
Yeah.
okay.
That Greg Jennings thing, though, was impressive. You can't say it wasn't.
Because we think that Corey Davis is better than Mike Williams doesn't mean that they think Corey Davis is better.
Right.
Yeah.
So Mike Williams is definitely their number 1 receiver, no matter how we feel about that.
Oh,
shit!
Yes.
Yes.
You know, Rivers wants his tall guys, or his jump guys, I should say. He can't lead anyone, so he needs that.
The all-time. Yikes!
all right, I'm gonna go grab a beer while this commercial.
All right.
Oh, it's that commercial?
So the Jets are on the clock.
Where did Jets go?
Oh.
Adams
OJ.
is still there. No.
Jets could go a lot of directions.
They can go quarterback, they can go hooker.
Have you seen the Jets tight end depth chart?
You're right.
It's
they can go
ass.
Howard's good one. I always forget about Howard.
Hot
Yeah.
garbage.
Jets have a ton of holes. They could really go anywhere, or they could trade down.
I think that's probably one of the variables of why they've just sucked so bad lately. I mean, it's no reliable tight end. Reliable tight end is huge.
They could also probably go Lattimore too. They need corners.
Yeah, I don't really know of a person that's, set to go around this area that wouldn't make sense for the Jets. That there's a ton of ways they can go.
Mhm. Last 8 first-rounders were defensive. Damn. Think they're going to make it 9?
I mean, in this draft, that would make sense. What? Ian Rappaport says Cleveland's trying to trade for Kirk Cousins.
Please, God, no.
That's what Rappaport just said.
Jesus, mother of Christ.
Oh my God.
Not only did he say that, he said, wow, Cleveland's trying to trade for Kirk Cousins. This is real.
I am not kidding. Alert.
Oh, man.
By the way, Derek Brown is going to lose his mind if the Chargers take Jamal Adams.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to send him the link so he can get on and just scream into the mic and then get off.
Oh, is he an Adams stan, or is he hate the pick?
Oh,
No, he loves Adams.
He loves Adams. Like
Okay.
he loves Adams almost as much as British Jamie likes Patrick Mahomes.
No one likes anything the way British Jamie likes Mahomes. No one.
Not one person.
BJ.
By the way, shout out to my buddy Drew, who's in Afghanistan watching our feed right now because AFN isn't showing the draft. So this is the best way for him
Nice.
to watch it.
Awesome.
He's a
J-Bone
he's a Steelers fan, but he can stay.
Okay. J-Bone on Twitter says we're not drinking enough.
All right.
Well,
work
I'll
on
finish
that.
this and I'll make another one.
to J-Bone. Oh, by the way, I'm drinking this Pale Ale 394. It's Tony Gwynn beer. I was drinking this last year when the Chargers may pick the best player in the draft in the first round. So, got luck, man.
All right, so I just got some other.
Dun-dun-dun, Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with this. I'll tell you who the guy was. Wait, who's up right now? Are we up or no?
No,
Jets
Jets.
is still up.
Oh, we got another pick. Oh, yeah, we're good. Okay. So the pick who we were going to be is Garett Bolles.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
This.
So I said Wisconsin. So Green Bay, Garett Bolles.
Oh, shit.
I knew you guys were not going to get that.
Damn it. I see. I thought you were going to go deeper than that. Shit, I'm researching who went to fucking –
Dude, Garett Bolles was such a Lynn guy, man. That's why I kind of thought it was going to be him.
Right. So Jamie actually said athletic and smart. So I don't think he's smart, but he's very, very athletic. But today, apparently Telesco just had like there was like information flying all over about him. Just that he was like heavy into gangs. Like he's just like super messed up.
I mean, he was known for being an asshole. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Right. And like he's just a big time. Yeah, he's just a big time ass. Like he's for lack of a better words, they think he's retarded.
yeah. Did you see his interview earlier? Man.
I don't understand he's like super Mormon now and stuff. Like he found Jesus and like he's this whole new person.
Yeah. So that was going to be the pick. So they've really cooled off on him, and I think I don't want to say they completely took him off the board, but I don't think he's going to be the pick anymore. So as of right now, there's 4 options. It's between John Allen, who is quote unquote probably the favorite. It's Deshaun Watson, who is sleeper. Mike Williams is still there, and then there's an outside chance that it's Hooker. So it's going to be one of those 4 is what I got here.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm seeing that the Jets have decided.
Please be John Allen.
Hey,
No, it's not.
didn't John Allen have some sort of off-field issues, or am I imagining that?
So that's another thing. He showed the shoulder issues. So,
Yeah, it's in both shoulders, right?
Oh, it's like arthritis, right?
Yeah, it's a degenerative. It's bad.
degenerative.
There we go.
He's drinking enough.
It's going to get worse.
Degenerative. Oh.
I mean, he had surgery on both his shoulders in college.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a concern.
He's already
Go with
got
Lamb.
mild arthritis. Yeah.
About to get real bad.
So the best option right now
So-
is straight down, right?
Yeah.
Bolles would make it very interesting. I imagine they'd put him at right tackle.
yeah. So what they were going to do is it was going to be Okung, and then they're going to slide Bolles to the right side, and then obviously they were going to. So that's what they said. Yeah. So let's go to that screenshot, man. You guys, it was hilarious watching you guys.
Jets are picking. Hold on. The Jets are picking. You want me to tell you who it is? Woo, boy. You want me to tell you who it is?
Is it OJ?
No.
I'll wait for Stebbins' reaction. I
Oh,
guessed
okay.
Defense.
It's Jamal Adams.
Oh wow.
This makes up for that other shitty safety that they took a couple years back.
All right, so we have to hope that the Eagles are on the phone with Tom Telesco right now.
Sick.
Or the Browns if they really
the
like
Browns.
or Watson.
So they didn't take a quarterback. If somebody wants Watson, come up and get him, man.
Right, now's the time. Or like we said, McCaffrey.
Right. McCaffrey right in
Yes.
front of Carolina.
Philly coming up to 7 make a lot of sense.
So you
And-
guys thought that one line was one name,
One name?
and Mike was the only person to pick up on it. Why you guys thought that was like a one long ass name? Hilarious. So the line said the front runner is Garett Bolles from Utah, the left tackle. You guys
Oh, okay.
had one line, and that is amazing.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well, I love that he spelled that out for you like you wouldn't know who that was.
Hey,
Right.
on your text back though, the word ended with ly. Was that word actually? So like actually makes sense?
No, so it was Bolles definitely makes sense. So
That's same shit. Same shit.
Yeah.
That's what was throwing me off. That's why I kept thinking, okay, it has to be O-line then, because that was clearly the biggest issue last season, and they always draft for biggest need.
Yeah, so they couldn't protect Phillip Rivers, and that's why. And also the receivers couldn't get open.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
What Adam Schefter just tweeted.
Yeah, I don't like what Adam Schefter just tweeted at all.
Do we say it?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, if you're following Adam Schefter, you just got real sad. Or possibly real happy. I don't know.
Okay, so
is it Allen?
No, it's, I guess it's probably Williams.
Yeah,
well, we don't know that yet. All he said was it looks like an early wide receiver run.
Wow.
That's all Schefter said.
Yeah, so based off what we just said, the top targets.
Yeah.
I mean,
man,
I don't hate him.
This is like worlds better than this is so much better than John Allen to me, man.
It's better than Peppers. It's better than a lot of other things, but
I just wanted the trade down so bad.
Well, how do we know it's not another team?
Also true.
Good point.
Somebody want to come up and grab Mike Williams?
Oh, come on.
Let's hope.
See, yeah, the Bengals really like a receiver, and the Bills do too. So that could be
yeah. So stay off Twitter. Don't no more clues.
Al Davis just came back from the dead and forced the Raiders to trade up to 7 to draft John Ross.
Nice.
No, that's not a big enough reach for Al Davis there. So
I'm not that okay with Williams. I mean, there's just no way he's best player available right now.
Yeah, which is Malik McDowell, but they're not going to take him. But Marshawn Lattimore would be great here.
Man, hell yeah, it would. That cornerback group, I know we've talked about it before, is not as deep as it looks like it is at the surface. So Lattimore would be fantastic at this spot.
Well, yeah, I mean they see Verrett and Hayward, and you think of 2 Pro Bowl safeties, you're set. But
and a third-round pick a few years ago, right? I mean,
nothing behind that. Marshawn Lattimore would be great.
Yeah.
Of course, they're going to the commercial. They're like, the Chargers have some time.
I think every time before the Chargers pick, they go to commercial.
Yeah, they did that last year, like a lot.
Man,
especially on day 2.
I don't want. Yeah, all right. We'll talk about it if he's the pick, but we're gonna have a discussion about this for sure.
Yeah, just thinking how that makes. We'll see.
Somebody pre-write up Mike Williams.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Richard did.
Yeah.
So did you have Bolles written up already?
Yeah, I was ready for it.
I think I didn't. I just didn't want it to be because of all the off the field stuff that had been said and how he had to rechange his life or all that kind of stuff. And then he's old, right? Like 24, 25 or something.
25, yeah.
Yeah. Next month.
So every non-Charger fan has asked or has hit me up like, oh, it's going to be Hooker, right? Hooker. No.
I just got the pick.
You did?
Did you?
Yeah.
So they're definitely picking?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't trade.
Damn, man, this is the perfect spot to trade. But, got to have somebody to trade up.
Coming up, Chargers pick live. Really?
I'm hoping.
No trade. Banana.
Man.
This is the silent anticipation right here.
I guess all right, I just saw the first tweet about it.
You shouldn't be looking.
I know, but I can't help it.
So just spoiled it, huh?
Huh?
Just spoiled it?
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Uh-oh.
I mean, the two guys I really wanted Adams here, and I really wanted Corey Davis. So I'm not like super stoked about anyone that they're gonna pick, but I'm not gonna be like.
McDowell would be best case, but that ain't happening. But then after that, if we're in the real world, Marshawn Lattimore would be a fucking home run.
Well, I think McDowell has decent chance of being there on day 2, which would be outstanding.
Yeah.
Could, yeah. I mean,
Especially if they're going offense here. If they go offense here, McDowell at the top of 2 is the dream now.
Oh God.
All right, they're saying the pick is in. They're back from commercial.
Yeah.
Are you kidding?
Fucking Rappaport's talking about how. Oh, God damn it.
Shut up, Sheffield.
Oh, he said San Diego.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
have it muted, but I heard someone else say
yeah,
that.
I just clicked mine up too.
God, just announce the pick.
Well, they pretty much have.
I still want it to be official.
Until Roger Goodell says it, that could still change, right?
No, I wouldn't. I don't think I'd hate it as much as some others would.
Yeah.
It's crazy that they did a secret workout with him last week.
Yeah.
Oh wow, Richard!
Wow.
Richard jumped the gun. He already posted it.
Well. All right. So who absolutely
Everybody caught
hates
up?
it? Who absolutely hates it?
Well, it looks like Mike Williams does. He's the only one in the room not
I'm
cheering.
I can't say I hate it. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah, so this is almost how I feel, like how I felt last year when they took Hunter Henry. I like the player. I just think it's early for him.
I feel the exact same way, Stanley. It's not only do I feel like it's early for him, I think it's early for the position of need. Yeah. I mean, they just brought back Dontrell. They have Tyrell, who's coming up. He just had a big year. Still has a ways to go, but had a big year. All that money in Travis Benjamin, all that money in Keenan. I don't think it makes any sense unless they really have zero faith in Keenan whatsoever. Then it's a different story.
No. So they don't. That's exactly what it is. They're looking at the roster as if Tyrell Williams is the best receiver on the roster. That's what you're looking at.
Gotcha.
There's zero faith in Keenan Allen to stay healthy.
I like this.
I don't think Mike likes it.
I thought
I mean, so at this point, they've got Tyrell, Keenan. Now they've got Mike Williams.
Benjamin.
They just re-signed Dontrell. They've got Benjamin.
Like, Inman isn't going to see the field. Benjamin's barely going to see the field then.
Yeah, he's
I
gonna
think
have
Inman sees the field more than Benjamin.
I think Benjamin's gone after this year anyway. I mean, especially if he has a repeat year, it's an easy cut after the season. So,
But this
he's
move,
not in their future plans.
I mean, this move makes sense in the sense that it gives another good red zone weapon.
Oh, for fuck's sake. They're okay, they got a Des Bryant comp.
Oh,
TV
jeez,
right now.
not even close.
For fuck's sake.
Was it a size comp or like a player?
No, they're showing route
shit.
running right now.
Yeah,
They're showing that
okay.
red zone weapon.
Okay.
I mean,
No,
so
that's kind of bullshit.
so this makes sense in the fact that he's going to help in the red zone, and it sets up another young weapon for when they do eventually draft a replacement for Rivers. There's going to be another young safety net there.
Plus, they'll have Henry and all that.
Yeah.
I get it, but it doesn't mean I'm excited for it.
So, all right. So we know that this kid can catch like anything in his area. He uses his big frame. He gets shield off guys. He's really good at the contested catch. Like, he's got such a good knack of coming down with the ball, that 50-50 ball, and always making catches in traffic. He's pretty clean coming out of his breaks, and he looked pretty good selling his double move. But like, I don't know, man. If you look at from Mike Williams to the next receivers in round 2, I mean, you take John Ross off, but if you're talking about like the difference between Mike Williams and then the next, like Chris Godwin, Zay Jones, Isaiah Ford, Tywan Taylor, is that big of a drop off that you couldn't take like Marshawn Lattimore here?
No.
And have a better value?
No, this is definitely like a C-, D+ for value.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
think
think
it's
about. So maybe they're. I imagine they're just betting on that he's going to be able to play all 2 games. So he's not a bad player. I think I had him in like the second round.
I did too.
He's
yeah.
not. He's not a player that you take at number 7. The type of receivers that you take at number 7 are like Amari Cooper, Sammy Watkins, like those super
Davis
athletes. My comparison for Mike Williams is like Plexico Burress. If you look at their numbers, it's like exactly the same. Where they're not going to jump out of the gym,
Wow,
but their lead
Panthers.
timing is so good, so it looks like they're jumping over you. They're really good at just shielding you off, going up and getting it. But and also like he does catch everything. So that's a very good skill to have.
Yeah.
And he is the best receiver in the draft when the ball's in the air. The problem that I think he'll have is on these underneath routes, especially for like the charge, if it's going to be like 1, 2, 3 throw, like on these slant routes where he didn't exactly have the issues that he will next year. So I think guys are going to be able to jump his routes next year. The biggest issue that I have with Williams is he's a 1-speed receiver. It's like the best receivers in the NFL are able to use like tempo and like change of pace. He doesn't have that extra gear to alter his tempo. So I would say it's a bit of a reach, but whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a reach. If it were me, I would have waited till round 2. We now we got to see in round 2. You've already taken a wide receiver, so it's not your biggest need. I guess you could say it's a big need, but it's not your biggest need. You got to look at edge in round 2 or 3 because day 3, like you're looking at car salesman on the edge. Oh wow, Panthers just took McCaffrey.
Yep.
That's going to make that offense fucking deadly.
That wasn't a smoke screen at all.
No, not
That's
even
going
a
to
little.
be fucking deadly in that
I don't
offense,
even think they
man.
took 5 minutes to make that pick.
Woo! That's a hell of a pick.
Ooh, so I wouldn't have made the pick. When I was looking up Mike Williams, you're talking about Plexico Burress. Did you know that Williams has the same 10-yard splits as Laquan Treadwell? It was 165.
Jesus, mother of Christ.
Oh God, his 10-yard split time were awful.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's why I think that DBs at the next level are going to be able to, just basically cut them off and beat them to the spot.
Mm-hmm.
You saw that with better athletes in college, and he's going to see that at the next level. Man, there's going to be some issues for sure, but I mean, he makes plays, man. He makes contested catches, so
Yeah,
I can
tough to
definitely
bring
see
down.
why somebody would fall in love, but. Is there that much of a drop off between Mike Williams and like a Juju Smith-Schuster?
No, there's not.
No.
I'm not a Juju fan, but I did like, and I thought it was good that you brought his name up at the very beginning, was Chris Godwin, because even Matt Harmon, I think, was the one who said he's basically what Mike Williams is, but not his drop off isn't enough to say it wouldn't be worth taking him in the second over Mike Williams in the first. So
Tom Krasovic from the UT just tweeted that apparently the Chargers called the Panthers and tried to have them pull a Bears and move up one spot to take McCaffrey.
Huh.
Smart.
I think Mike Williams makes a lot of sense with Rivers, especially, but as they have to have an eye towards transitioning away from him. Who knows how it'll work with whoever they end up getting to take that spot. But with Rivers, it makes sense. Like you guys were saying, shields off the defender and all that, and jumps, goes up and gets the ball. That's what Rivers. That's what he's made his name for doing. So it makes sense. Doesn't mean I'm happy. I don't know. I'm open to it, but I'm not excited about this.
Yeah. Another thing that I don't like about Williams, though, there's a lot to like about him, and I'm not saying it's a terrible pick, but I think it's a reach here, and I think you could have found great value in round 2, 3, maybe even 4 for guys that aren't that big of a drop off from Williams. But man, he drops so many passes when he's wide open. Like he lets balls clang off him sometimes when he's just wide open, and it's scary. But I mean, if you're looking for Rivers to throw that deep Malcolm Floyd-esque balls again. Williams is going to bring it down almost every fucking time. So,
and I bet that's what it is too. I bet that's the entire purpose of that.
Yeah, and he's not super slow. I mean, I think he ran like a 4.56. So like he's not a burner, but he's still got some long speed. He can get behind DBs.
Very serviceable.
All right, guys. Hey, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go hop on Facebook Live real quick.
All right.
So with the Williams pick, because like a lot of the mock drafts I did, it was always, a safety or maybe Bowman or something like that. But I never really saw one with us taking Williams. Kind of going forward, what's kind of the priority now for second? Do we snag our safety there? Do we go with that line depth there? Like, what's your guys' feelings on the more important?
It's gonna be Feeney.
Is it for sure? I mean, I know we kind of know that, but like, okay.
Yeah,
It makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It really does.
Yeah.
I think their top two needs are offensive line and safety in round 2. I think that's probably the direction they're going.
What do you think?
Why?
I
Back should have definitely been the move.
What was that, KP?
So with no safety in second, then if say we go Feeney, then probably safety is a safe bet in the third.
Right.
And then what does that look like? Is that too early for Tedrick? Is that who's kind of around there?
There are some good safeties in the 3rd and 4th round this year. I mean, 2 of them that I am big fans of is John Johnson and Xavier Woods. Big fans of both of those guys. There's going to be some safeties later on in this draft. This is a very good safety class. So that if they're going to do that in a draft, this is a good one to do that in, is get a safety in the 3rd or 4th. But obviously, Buddha's the dream in the top 2.
Yeah.
I wouldn't rule out edge rusher though at the top of 2 as well. That's definitely a need going forward. I mean, they really don't have anyone that they trust. Clearly, they don't like Jarrad Davis. And if they only have Ingram with this 1 year, he's still not locked up. That could be an issue that they need to address as well.
Yeah,
I don't think that they view like that.
No.
Yeah, I think that they so they're going to protect Rivers, and by that I mean whether it's with another receiver or an offensive lineman. So I think we're going to probably see another offensive pick. I think we're going to see a safety before an edge rusher, though, to be honest.
Okay.
And I don't disagree with you at all. I'm just saying from their point of view, not from our point of view.
I think it's interesting because if they don't trust Jarrad Davis, they only gave Ingram the 1 year. Obviously, they're trying to, at least publicly, they've said they're trying to work out a long-term deal there. They didn't bring back whatever the hell the guy's name was. What's their plan long-term there? Because there's really nothing there beyond this season. You have Ingram and Davis are both out after this year.
Yeah, exactly, man.
That's a concern. That's a real concern.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, man. Marshall Lattimore's still on the board.
Having a whole conversation about it.
Yep. Oh, man. No, I don't know. I feel very I
don't know.
I feel very Larry English about this. Where like I get it.
Oh, wow.
I get it.
Oh, see, I would have said Melvin Gordon.
Okay, yeah, and there you go. That's a good one too.
Yeah, it's definitely more Gordon, where he has skill. Like you've seen him do something, but you feel like they could have just done so much better.
Yeah, you would have liked an Amir Johnson or Amir Abdullah, Duke Johnson, maybe a David Johnson later.
Because there's better players available right now.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I'm on a Google Hangout with a lot of.
So do we know what this pick is? I haven't seen it yet, but. Oh, man. Reuben Foster here, maybe?
Was it the Bengals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been an hour and we've been doing this.
I mean, Reuben Foster, the offensive line is shit.
Ooh, wow.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. Okay. Schefter wasn't wrong about run on wide receivers.
Yeah.
Oh, Ross?
John Ross to the Bengals.
Oh, shit. Matching him with Boyd and Green?
Dude, Schefter was right.
Woo!
Maybe they thought there was going to be a run on receivers.
Ooh, I like that. Man, this is definitely Dalton's last prove it year. If he can't do it with all the capital they put into they put it into running backs, into wide receivers, into tight ends. I mean, they put a ton of capital into those guys. If he can't do it, this has got to be his last chance. This is big.
I'm surprised OJ Howard's still on the board. with as much hype.
OJ Howard.
With
Yeah,
as much
true.
attention as he was getting.
Man, Cleveland's still sitting there, and Watson's falling right into their lap if they want him.
Man,
They're
people.
smart. They don't have to make a move, man.
No.
Yeah.
John Ross, that's a good pick. He's not just speed, and I hate that it almost sucks in a way that he's known for the 4.22 because Duke can run some routes too.
Yeah, that's true.
I always laugh because Washington keeps on pumping out these guys, and you think they'd be a better team. Oh, trade. Oh, shit. Oh, KC just went up to number 10.
What?
Mahomes.
Oh.
Mahomes, get Mahomes. Oh, shit.
No way. That's so
KC just
damn.
moved up.
So Buffalo don't give a shit.
Who was there? Who was there before?
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Oh. Wow. So KC's gonna grab Mahomes, huh?
Watson's still there too. I mean,
Oh, this is going to be Mahomes for sure.
So
You
we
think so?
gotta
he's back.
make sure that McDowell and Buddha fall to round 2,
Yes.
because the Chargers got some making up to do after round 1.
Yeah. So John Ross to the Bengals is what I missed.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty.
Oh shit.
Dude, that's pretty scary.
You only missed one pick. Damn, I felt like you were gone forever.
Yeah, I just want to make it quick.
That's the first round.
I sent everybody back over here.
Did Mike Williams run at the combine, or was it just his pro day?
No, he ran at the combine because then he ran faster at his pro day, right?
Yeah, because I think he had a 4.56 at his pro day, right?
Yeah, wasn't it like one person had him at like a 4.5 flat or a 4.49?
Yeah. There was. I think there was a 4.49 in there somewhere too. Yeah, I think you're right.
But it was 4.49 up to a 4.56 or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, he could.
So the Chiefs gave up their number 1 in 2018 and their 3 this year to move up to number 10.
Oh my God!
Damn.
They love Patrick Mahomes. Then
They are all
talking-
in on this pick.
did British Jamie like knock out their GM and take over?
Jesus.
Give
He's
them
gonna go
everything.
right. He's
Give
gonna
them
go right
everything.
for. Jamie's gonna go right for Arrowhead Pride after this.
The new BJ Kissel. No, that's man. If this is for Mahomes, that totally makes sense.
What about Deshaun? You think they could?
Dude, Deshaun is going to be so
absolutely
pissed if
could.
2 quarterbacks go ahead of him.
It absolutely could be Deshaun. I firmly believe it could be.
Well, that's what I heard most was that Deshaun would be such a good fit with Andy Reid and stuff like that. But
Man, so they gave up their. Oh, because the Bills moved down to like 27.
Yeah,
they
they
moved
moved back
down
a
17
ton.
spots. Dang.
Woo!
Oh.
Good for the Bills, though.
Yeah, so Garrett's boy.
Hey, Kaiser for 27th overall. That's a good spot for Kaiser for them. Shit.
Garrett's boy, what?
The coach.
Oh, McDermott.
The
Oh,
Bills.
Sean
Yeah.
McDermott
Yeah,
making
yeah.
moves.
Yeah, McDermott's
Dude,
going to
yes.
have 2 first-round picks next year.
See, this
Wow.
is let's live in an alternate universe where the Chargers actually had McDermott as head coach and see what would have happened.
I don't know if Telesco would have been overruled.
Yeah, bad.
Mike Williams, yeah, no kidding. Man. So who's your guys' top pick at the top of 2 then? Now they took wide receiver. Who would you want them to take at the top of 2?
Okay, so with no other picks coming out, like without knowing how the rest of the first round shakes out,
Right.
I'd say probably the board at the top of 2 right now is looking at like Malik McDowell, Buda Baker, probably throw Obi in there. One of the offensive linemen is probably still going to be there, whether that's like Ramczyk or
Bolles.
Maybe Lamp is still there. Yeah, if one of those guys is there, I'd pull the trigger.
Mm.
But that would be the only offensive position I would look at tomorrow. Like if they're not taking one of those guys at the top of 2, then I'd go defense round 2 and 3.
John Allen's really taking a free fall here.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, there's a good chance the Chiefs didn't trade up for John Allen, so he's going to fall out of the top 10 here.
Yeah, I'd like to see Buddha. I mean, Malik McDowell would be a dream.
Yeah.
Super nice. It'd be a dream as well if Lamb were to fall out, but I highly doubt it. Feeney, I honestly wouldn't be that mad about Feeney. I had Feeney behind Mountain, but I really did like Feeney. I thought he was athletic. I thought he moved well. That's kind of one of the bigger things I look for in interior and stuff, just how comfortable they look in space. And he was one of the guys that looked like he belonged in space.
Yeah.
Like this. I didn't like Adoree Jackson. A lot of people liked him, like over Feeney stuff, and even Moden, and I just thought there was nothing special about him. I thought he looked just like another run-of-the-mill guard, nothing special. The guy that I wouldn't be upset about. I think he can play.
Yeah, I had the mock we did for the Chargers. I had them taking Moton in the second. Or Moton? Taylor Moton, yeah.
Is that something we're getting, or is that just...
No, that was just my guess. He seemed like a Telesco guy. He's a versatile lineman that they like. He could play tackle or guard. I mean, he could fill in at right guard right away.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, easy, yeah.
He play. You fit right in. He's a boss. AP brought in big moves, interior defensive line very well. Kind of got that attitude you want. And for being, 320, the back can move.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
It's Mahomes.
yes.
Patrick Mahomes.
I actually hate that because I'm a big fan of his.
Me too.
So I actually hate the fact that he's going to the Chiefs.
Me too.
All right, well, let's hope that his what the fuck balls increase.
Wait a minute. Didn't KP say something about if the Chiefs took Mahomes, he was getting a jersey or something?
Who?
What?
KP, didn't you say something like if the Chiefs took Mahomes, you'd be a Chiefs fan or something? I think he's frozen.
Oh,
His
yeah,
video went out because he's already applying over there, so
Yeah,
he's already gone.
putting his Chiefs
I
jersey
swear
on.
he's like, I'm gonna get another pair of socks.
He rips off that shirt. It's fucking red already. He's already got it going.
If Kyle, if you can hear us, you're frozen.
First, how different is Mahomes from Alex Smith, though? They're looking to go in a completely different direction.
Oh yeah.
That's such a oh man, I'm such a fan of his.
Yeah,
That
I don't think
sucks.
Alex Smith has thrown a what the fuck ball in his entire life.
No, yeah.
Well,
Mahomes is a gunslinger, and Alex is about as conservative as it gets. So they want some electricity.
I hate that I now really like two quarterbacks in the division, and they're not like other than the Chargers quarterback. That sucks.
You like what, Paxton Lynch and Mahomes?
No, come on, man. Not that I live right next to Fresno or anything, but kind of a car fan. So that sucks. This dude's arm is fucking insane.
There it goes.
God,
Boom.
He became a top 10 pick.
impressive. Like he's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that just like I felt like about Carr. Obviously, I have a bit of a bias there, but you don't want to mess with him too much because it works for him. Like there's some tweaking needs to happen, but you don't want to completely reinvent the wheel with this kid. Like it works. Man.
God, that sucks. Because, like, if he went to, like, some other team, I maybe would have got, like, a jersey just because, fuck it. But Chiefs are way too ugly, and they are who they are. So, damn it. No, there's a guy at work who's a Chiefs fan. Fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude. That's a good pick, though.
Hey, Posey, did you say if the Chiefs drafted Mahomes, you were going to get a Chiefs jersey?
I am 100,000% showing up to Arrowhead in a Mahomes jersey when they play the Chargers.
In a Chargers Mahomes jersey?
Jesus.
When the
As soon as
Chargers
it's
come
available, I'm making that trade.
Has anyone checked up on British Jamie?
He gone. Well, it is like 3 a.m. in England right now, so
I'm partly concerned for him. I mean, it's an issue.
he probably saw the Williams pick and rage quit and went to bed.
That's nuts. How
He's cutting out.
wow. Deshaun Watson pissed.
Yeah.
Mike keeps cutting out.
That's 2 slaps in the face now.
So has Adams been picked? Oh, Adams was the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Making up
where's
for Calvin Pryor.
Hooker's still on the board. Jonathan Allen's still on the board. Marshawn Lattimore's still on the board.
Wow,
Jesus.
Would the Saints pick Lattimore?
Reuben Foster is still on the board.
People just boycotting Ohio State.
Marshawn Lattimore makes some sense in New Orleans.
I mean, New Orleans needs all the defensive secondary help they can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be a great pick for Saints here if they can grab Lattimore.
That's a steal.
Really
And then
stupid.
Cleveland's going to wind up with Watson without having to trade up.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a
Sometimes
dream.
it just works out.
Man.
So is anyone concerned that now that Rivers has a receiver that can bring down like almost any ball in his area up in the air, that he's going to throw a lot of fucking ducks next year?
He did this last year. I don't.
It's hard to get worse.
I know, but at least now, I mean, now he's got a receiver who can catch the ball, so maybe now he tries to do it more. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. No. It could be. If anything, it could be a blessing in disguise.
Oh, I
What do you
see
mean,
what
to
you're
get him
saying.
off the?
To get that bad.
Right.
Yeah. No, it's definitely going to change a lot of things that wide receiver core and offense in general. At least it provides the capability to have a lot of change there. I do find it interesting that they would go with someone like that, because going back to the 2013 offense that I think we can all agree was really good, and for the most part, it got that good once Malcolm Floyd went out with an injury, and they had to kind of force it to Allen underneath. Having that person now to force the ball deep does kind of worry me.
I wonder how they're going to use him, or how they're going to ease him in, or if he's just going to be thrown in as a starter.
They're going to throw him to the Wolves, and they're going to tell Travis Benjamin, you're just a returner now.
Right.
But see, they don't have to, though. I mean, they have Benjamin for at least another year. They have Inman for a year, Tyrell for another year. But all those contracts, other than Benjamin, he's just probably going to be cut. But the other 2 contracts are up after this season, so they don't have to force him in this year.
I still think they will.
Yeah.
I think if it happens naturally, that's good, but I don't think they have to. But, I mean, they probably will. You're right.
Well, they're going to be forced to, and Keenan blows his knee out in the first game again. So
Hey. We don't need to – yeah.
I just not.
Yeah. So what are they going to do with him? That's the question. Are they going to still? Yeah. No, with Mike Williams. So what does he add to the offense now? Is he going to be the guy that clears out the safety up top and be the long strider that kind of takes the safety with him, so Allen and Williams can do their shallow underneath stuff?
Yeah, I mean,
I think he's probably going to be, third down jump ball at the sticks guy. He's going to be end zone, red zone, jump up and try and grab it guy. And other than that, I would say they're probably just going to be Rivers is going to turn to him in the huddle and say, "Go deep."
So Mike Williams is a better receiver than Juju. Don't get me wrong, but with Juju, he's like a possession receiver, right? He's what we hoped Stevie Johnson would be, right? That Anquan Bolden role.
Yeah.
So at least we know what he would bring to the table. What is Mike Williams bringing to the table? He's not a super.
So that's a good question. So where I think he can really help out at is in like the red area when it's time to score. So I wish I had their numbers up right now, but I just feel like off the top of my head, I don't get a feeling that this was a good offensive team in the red zone. And so he gives them a guy that he actually steps his game up in the red zone. So he can run through tackles. He can, he has a nose for the end zone. So, I mean, in that regard, I think he can help when they get down there in a position to score. I mean, they're not going to throw it to him. They're going to throw it to Gates anyway, so it's kind of pointless.
Yeah, him and Henry. But, yeah, no, I get it. I mean, but what happens 20-20? They're not just going to grab him and throw him in on red zone packages, right?
Right. Yeah, it's interesting.
That's my question, because he's definitely a red zone weapon, no doubt about it. And even if they are throwing it to Gase, they got to account for Williams because he can definitely go up and get it, especially on that fade route. But what do you do before the red zone? Is my biggest question.
I think that there's a lot of kind of gray area there this season, but I think that's going to become very clear next year. I think this is a year that you might see him try out those different roles, but I think that starting next year, when you do see some more clarity at the wide receiver position, especially if Keenan does have injury issues again, you can cut him and save money, and there's different things they can do to where I think it'll make more sense next year. But I agree. I think that it's hard to see this year. There you go. Yeah. Perfect choice for the Saints.
Saints took Lattimore.
All right.
Yeah, perfect choice.
Laddie to New Orleans.
Good for them.
Laddie to NOLA. But yeah,
that is such a value pick.
Okay, so we're talking. This is a big picture pick. We're talking about something better down the road.
I think so. I think it helps Rivers initially because he is that big body guy that can separate and shield defenders, like we've said. But I do think it does help in the long run because the wide receiver position doesn't have a lot of future to it right now because Benjamin's not sticking around. We all know it. And Keenan, if he gets injured, they can get out of his contract pretty quickly. So.
All right, so let's get some predictions in. What do you guys think is his over-under for touchdowns this year?
I think 5 is a good benchmark. Over under 5 touchdowns for Mike Williams.
That's exactly what I said on the Facebook Live.
Oh, well,
nice.
Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, it's whenever I look up like the Chargers stats last year and see what Hunter Henry did, it still makes 0 sense. That many touchdowns. So he's not going to have as many touchdowns as Henry does. I don't think so, anyways.
Okay.
5, 6 is a good. So he's probably going to have a game like Corey Coleman did last year, where he has like 2 in a game. We're going to get super hyped. I imagine there's going to be stretches where he just goes like, kind of gets like shut out, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say 5 to 6. He's gonna score.
Yeah.
There's too many good players on offense for him not to score, for him not to take advantage of some opportunity.
Whew.
All right. So what do we got over under for yards then? I think we all think he's probably going to do better in the touchdowns than he is in yards. What do we think? I'm thinking probably 450.
What did Travis Benjamin have this year?
700 something, I think.
Wow,
I think it was like 7.
That's a lot more than I thought, actually.
It was very comparable to Eddie Royal's first year with the Chargers when he signed with them. I want to say it was like 720 or something like that.
Yeah, because he wound up with a couple 100-yard games.
I kind of like to think between that 400 500 because if you think about Keenan coming back, and let's just metaphorically say Keenan plays the whole year, you got to think over 1,000. Okay, Tyrell will probably flirt with 1,000, depending on how much Benjamin sinks into Williams' production. You got to think a lot of it's going to go to Keenan Allen and Tyrell.
Yeah, plus Gates will still probably wind up with 5 to 6.
And then you're forgetting about
Hunter Henry will have 4.
Yeah.
So I have
Rivers isn't throwing for 6,000 yards. So.
Well, do you guys think Gates is still going to have more yards than Henry? Because I don't think so.
Oh, no. This year, no.
Next year, I bet Henry could flirt with 1,000.
The Texans traded with the Browns.
Watson.
The Texans just traded with the Browns at 12.
That's Watson.
So the Texans traded up to 12.
They moved 13 picks. It's got to be a quarterback.
Watson. So Travis Benjamin, 14 games, had 47 receptions, 677 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Oh, man. It should have been a lot better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think as far as I know, you guys are going back to Mike Williams. I'm saying like 450 and like 4 touchdowns. I think that's probably about what I expect, which is basically what you guys had said. I do think he's going to eat more into Travis Benjamin. I think they're going to make Travis Benjamin earn that playing time because he definitely didn't do it last season. So, and he had every opportunity to. So I think if anyone suffers as far as playing time from last year, it's going to be Benjamin, and for a good reason. But yeah, 450 and 4 touchdowns is about what I'd expect from Mike Williams this season.
Yeah, I think what they're doing, I think what they're probably going to do is they're going to hope now that they can, put Travis Benjamin out there less on offense and tell him to focus on returning. And they're going to hope that this pick does two. They're going to hope that this is a twofer and helps their red zone production and helps with the return game.
Agreed. And I think that Benjamin does have some value there, especially in that screen game. I think that he kind of excelled in last season. So
yeah, those screens were deadly.
Yeah, you'll see him in that role. And then as far as the Gates Henry thing, I know that me and Stanley had talked about it on one of the game preview shows last year about Henry had started overtaking him in snaps, and then Henry had the injury. I think it was in the Denver game. But until that point, every game Henry started getting more and more snaps, and I think you'll start to see that trend again happen this season, and it needs to. That transition needs to happen.
Yep.
Henry's too good to keep off the field.
So our boy Reuben just asked, do you think Keenan is worried and or pissed about the pick?
Hold on. So the Texans traded the 25th, their pick, the first-round pick, and next year's first to move up.
Cleveland, man, picking up them first-rounders.
So does
Hugh
Cleveland
Jackson
have
loves to
3
collect those
first-round
picks,
picks
man.
next year?
I think so. Right? That makes 3 next season?
What was the other trade where they got a first?
Wasn't it from last year? Or no?
Maybe it was the second.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember.
Getting picks. I mean, shit.
Oh, yeah, Hugh Jackson loves to Bogart picks, man. Sorry, but what did Reuben ask? Sorry.
He asked, do you think Keenan Allen is worried and or pissed about Mike Williams being the pick?
I wouldn't think so.
No. Different role.
Way different role. He's totally different in terms of his usage. So it's not like they got another Keenan Allen. They got somebody who's, a long strider, a weapon in the red zone. Doesn't kill people on his route running. Say that again.
Posey?
Does he have any other injuries besides the neck?
The neck?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I remember.
Which, and I know it's still an injury and it's still definitely an issue, but that was a complete fluke situation. It's not like it was a soft tissue thing where someone took his knee out or something. I mean, I don't know. I don't weigh that as heavily as I would, ACL or something.
Or like Jonathan Allen's both shoulder injuries or whatever.
Exactly.
Well, I hear you.
And I didn't watch a lot of his 2014 tape, but was there any kind of drop off in his play that you guys noticed after he returned from that injury?
See, I thought so. I don't know what obviously we don't know the time, or his 40 time or whatever, but it seemed to me that he athletically he kind of took a step back, to me at least.
Okay.
So,
anybody else watch his 14 tape?
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, Texas took Deshaun.
So what's kind of funny here is
South.
A bunch of Chargers players are all tweeting at Mike Williams welcoming to the team. He still hasn't tweeted yet and said anything.
But he's at the party though at his house. I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to read that much into that.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just kind of looks funny.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, his agent, if nothing else, should have been like, "Hey, tweet something,"
or been like, "Hey, give me your phone. I'm going to tweet for you real quick."
Exactly. Yeah. Man, has been.
He didn't look happy though when they. I mean, maybe he was just trying to be serious on the phone, but yeah.
Everyone was jumping on him. The way I read it was that he was like, calm the fuck down for a second. I'm on the phone.
Shut up! I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at 170 comments on the Bftb page. I have not checked them.
Oh.
I'm sure a lot of reaction to it. Decided early a trade back was their most likely move. Okay. A lot of people were hoping they were going to get Adams and he went at 6.
Yeah. So somebody Somebody just
I don't know how much more clear that we can make it that Telesco does not value the position like the media makes it seem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, how many times did we see fucking Hooker go in every goddamn mock draft?
Every single one. Even this morning, all three of the quote unquote experts on NFL Network this morning were like, "Oh, it's Malik Hooker." Like they didn't even suggest any alternates. They're like, "No, this is Malik Hooker."
The exact same thing happened last year with Tunsil and Stanley. Even before all the Stanley a week before, it was always Tunsil because that's what everyone perceived as being the biggest issue with San Diego, San Diego at the time.
So somebody just asked a good question on the YouTube chat. Do you think Tyrell Williams or Travis Benjamin might be on the trade block now?
I don't know what you're going to get for those guys.
Yeah.
I don't see any value really.
No.
Like definitely not Travis Benjamin. Definitely not Travis Benjamin. If anyone, it's going to be Tyrell because he's cheap. His contract's relatively cheap, but you're not getting more than a late day 3 pick for him. And you're not going to replace him with a late day 3 person. So
Tyrell signed his tender, right? He was a restricted free agent this offseason.
No, I don't think he was not this year.
No, he wasn't. He will be next year.
No?
Inman was restricted.
Oh, okay.
Tyrell's still on his UDFA deal.
So it was Inman and Toomer were the 2 restricted free agents? Oh, okay, all right, my bad. Yeah, you're right.
But I think that the concern with Tyrell might be not necessarily losing him in a trade or something. Cause that's not something that's going to happen, like you guys said. But it's going to be if he has another season like he just did, pricing himself out of the Chargers with all the money they have with Allen, and although Benjamin will probably get out of that soon, but now a top pick in Mike Williams pricing himself out of the Chargers. So that's another thing you have to look at next season too, because he's going to get paid if he has another year like he did this year.
Yeah, for sure. Especially if he can clean up those untimely drops.
Exactly. Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, was it Matt Harmon or someone who does like route by route said he was the best guy doing those
underneath routes?
Crossers. The crossers. Yeah.
Who, Tyrell?
Yeah. Yeah, that guy that does the reception perception.
Yeah. So Mike Will is best at the contested catch of any wide receiver the Chargers have currently. He's probably one of the better red zone options they have now. But what else does he bring? I'm still like, I don't know. I still keep coming back to it because what does he do better than Tyrell Williams other than those things?
Does he block it all on the edge? I didn't really pay attention to that.
I didn't pay attention to that either.
I don't pay much attention to blocking.
No.
Yeah.
More anyways. Like Treadwell was the best blocker in the world last year. What does that mean?
Yeah.
I mean, the only time I ever noticed it is if it's like that impressive, and that's rare. So
yeah.
Like, just get in the way, you know?
Like, some guys just stick out. Like, I remember Chris Godwin looked so good as a blocker. But, like, outside of that, you just kind of –
Or Posey's sleeper from a few years ago, Smelter, the dude that just destroyed people.
Oh, yeah.
DeAndre Smelter. Is he still was it a Niner?
Yeah.
He was doing like the ACL or something, right?
We agreed on that, man.
That kind of soured me off, like, injured players for sure.
Yeah.
Was it you that compared it? Someone compared him to, like, I'm not saying he was like him, but said he had Moss traits. Was that you? I know someone did.
Ooh.
No, I've never used
So someone legit said that, and I was like, that's crazy.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Kyle, did you say you've never compared anybody to Moss?
I'm in a realistic term, please.
Because you're the one who
Tyrell Moss.
Yeah, you started
Tyrell Moss. So
There's no way that I'm serious when I do that, man.
Oh no, you tweeted it. It was serious.
Well, and people think that we're serious. Like every time I use Tyrell Moss, some random person on Twitter comes out and is like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah.
Like they get all sorts of offended.
Yeah.
Love the kid, but I mean Moss. No, of course not. Why are they talking to Warner?
Because the Cardinals are about to pick.
Yeah, well, because the Cardinals are about to pick him. They're bringing it back.
Oh, man. Where did the Cardinals go at 13?
It just said that all 3 quarterbacks were all taken via trade.
Oh, that is.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna
pretty.
say Cardinals take Reuben Foster here.
You think so?
They need an inside
be
linebacker
interesting.
really bad. The defense
I could see him.
short up.
The wide receiver and quarterbacks are gone, so yeah, that could be.
I'd say
Yeah.
Reuben Foster or
Apparently,
Hooker.
they really liked Kaiser.
Well, I did too, but not at 13.
Man.
Guess we're about to find out.
Yep.
Huh.
I'd be very perplexed.
Hooker's still out there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Malik Hooker is
Jesus.
still out
So
there.
is Jonathan Allen. So is Reuben Foster.
But they're all full of safeties in Arizona.
Dude,
And Allen-
ball.
Well, Allen, they just took DJ last year.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying they're going to pick him here. I'm just saying
Oh,
some of the guys everybody was mocking in the top 10. I mean, people were saying John Allen was not going to make it to 7, and he's about to make it past 13.
And
Ooh,
14.
yeah.
Philly's not going to go there. We got some edge guys that are still out. There's a lot. All the edge guys, basically. I mean,
Oh.
Yeah, like
There's a lot of
Barnett.
edge guys still there.
I just saw a tweet, and I think Michael might be onto something.
what, Foster?
I said he might be onto something.
It makes a lot of sense, and he would make that defense even more intimidating. With that edge
sure.
rush already.
You know, I wouldn't be mad if Foster somehow slipped to the top of 2 and the Chargers took him.
I wouldn't be mad at all. I'd go Foster or probably I'd say Hooker just because of Jefferson signing with the Ravens.
I think both make a lot of sense, yeah. I mean, Hooker at 13 is really, really good value.
It's going to be nice to see Deshaun Watson in the playoffs this year.
Right?
Like, that's a gimme. Texans going to the
Yeah.
playoffs. For sure. in that
They're
division.
usually really good, man.
Yeah.
Watson makes a lot. I mean, look at how much they put into that wide receiving group, too. Like, he has some weapons there. Plus, another year for Braxton Miller to learn that offense. Like, that could be really good for them.
He's like, I thought we got the Playboy channel on here.
Just like restart.
Yeah, that Cardinals war room looks boring as hell.
I know.
Look at
Now, they had-
Arians, though, with that hat, dude. All the fucking time.
Oh, is he wearing it today, too?
Yeah, he's wearing it. He's always in that hat.
Man.
Dude, I wish he would just, like, as soon as the pick is made, if they're live in the war room, I wish he would do that, like, surprise turnaround from his GIF. Just, like, after the camera just does, like, the... Oh, man. First round
What?
pick in 2015, DJ Humphries. I remember
What
how
the
much
hell?
I liked DJ Humphries. That was amazing.
Oh, this is okay. This is an interesting pick. I mean, you're on the right path.
Oh, good God, man.
Yeah.
In the top 15?
The Senior
Wow.
Bowl totally sold this dude. He
Kyle
was
Posey.
Reese's.
Kyle Posey's
Ooh.
boy, Hassan Reddick.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
13.
Man.
So it was not Reuben Foster, but Hassan Reddick, the first linebacker off the board.
What the shit?
Jesus.
Yeah, not great.
So I like that Mike Williams pick better than this one. I mean, it could be worse. Could be worse. This is bad.
Hey, did you guys see Ashawn Robinson's tweet just now?
No.
He said, all these average-ass players getting drafted, they need messing around and actually draft player that's good. Draft again.
Donald's still on the board?
Oh man.
That's
My
funny.
shit's gonna die, isn't it?
Watch
Yeah.
watch Tomlinson get drafted before Allen.
So, if you had to guess what player everybody's comping Mike Williams to right now, Charger fans.
Floyd
So,
or Jackson.
There you go. Yep. It only took you 2 guesses. Vincent
Oh.
Jackson.
Vincent,
Yeah,
he didn't even have close to Vincent Jackson's speed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Vince Jackson was a 4.4 at the combine, wasn't he?
4.46, yeah.
Yeah. And he was 2 inches, 3 inches taller, 2 inches taller? I mean, he was a legit 6'5".
He was a
He also
he-
jumped off the team, too.
Yeah, no, different player, totally different player. I mean, the same idea, I think, in how they'll try to mix him in initially, but different player.
he's probably the Mike Williams is probably the same speed as Vincent Jackson now.
Vincent Jackson had a 39-inch vertical.
Jesus.
Out of the gym.
Oh, God.
That is such a bad
Oh,
comp.
man.
At that height, too, that's fucking insane.
That's an awful
Man.
comp.
Ooh, this
Yeah, that's
this
bad.
side is terrible. It's saying the height is 77 inches. Don't make me do the math, man.
Yeah, come on, man. That's
6'5".
Fuck.
Well, did you see the Chargers, their official tweet?
6'5"?
Yeah,
Look at the math whiz over here.
Their
Thanks,
official.
Mike.
I went to
he
college.
can divide by 12.
I went to college too, you son of a bitch.
You see the Chargers Twitter is already rounding up on Mike Williams. He measured in at like 6'3" and change, and they're like 6'4" wide receiver.
Was he really 6'3"?
Yeah, he was 6'3" and change.
I didn't know that.
Wow, I thought he was like 6'2".
Yeah, I
Wow.
thought he was smaller.
I mean, they always say the height when he has his cleats on, so you always add an inch.
Oh, man.
Philly. Where does Philly go?
Well, Christian
It
McCaffrey.
is-
You know,
They
Dalvin,
got Dalvin. They got Dalvin.
tell me how that is. We just started selling them that.
Their
Man.
secondary is ass too. Is there anyone in the secondary that's? I mean, Hooker.
Hooker's still there.
Conley.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So
I heard
So,
Dallas
the
still
hometown
really likes
team.
Conley.
we're talking right now on Twitter that Dez and Mike Evans each ran the same time as Mike Williams, and they've had success in the NFL. So
Also different players.
Wait, we said Dez and Mike Evans?
yeah,
Oh,
Mike
so
Evans ran.
the-
It was in the
Two of
4.5.
best receivers in the league. Okay. That's fair.
Hey man, shoot your shot. Shoot your
Yeah,
shot.
let's not do that, man. Let's
Yeah.
just not do that. They're not the same players.
We go to one extreme by ignoring like 60 other receivers.
Yeah.
We're stuck on how fast they are in their underwear. We're not talking about anything else.
All right. Well, so to answer Ruben's question again,
Oh,
outside, at least outwardly, Keenan Allen likes the pick. He just tweeted about it.
oh, did he?
Yeah, I think that makes sense. If anything, it'll give him more options underneath. So I think that's he's gonna like it. Different role, different player.
I just hope they put Keenan in the slot. He goes in a Jarvis Landry type role and just like raid.
So we have a quote from Anthony Lynn. He shows up in big about Mike Williams. He shows up in big games. That's what you like about him.
That's true.
Informative.
No, it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you're not going to get deep analysis from a head coach on a player they just took. So
He
no,
didn't even, he didn't even watch
he's
that
really
game.
bad at this. I mean, pick is in for Philly. So we thinking Dalvin or Hooker?
So what if they go? Do they have pass rushers too? Because they also need a corner, so it's tough. They can go a bunch of different ways.
Philly still has Graham, who they put
Okay.
a ton of money into last year.
Okay. Who's on the? Do they still have Connor Bowerman?
I don't think so.
No, he's gone.
If Conley didn't screw up, it's probably him right now.
With Hooker still out there?
No, I'd
mean,
say
they-
if Conley didn't mess up.
No, I know, but
No.
with Hooker still out there, do you think Conley would be over Hooker?
Oh
for
yeah,
them?
I doubt that they thought Hooker would be here.
Yeah, that's crazy. Having
So
him below
they
14.
picked up Chris Long in free agency. So it's Chris
Right.
Long and Brandon Graham, and then they got Fletcher Cox and Timmy Jernigan on the inside.
Ooh, I forgot about Timmy, man.
Timmy, that's right. Yeah.
So it's not going to be John Allen.
No.
Most likely not.
John Allen going right around where he should.
John Allen, could he be Baltimore?
He might be Baltimore.
Oh, he is Bama. Ozzie doesn't let Bama guys slide.
That would make a lot of sense for them. But Reuben Foster too, though. I mean, both those Bama guys were just waiting there for him. If Dalvin doesn't go here to 14, he's going to Indy, I think.
Really?
You know
Yeah.
what he's going to take, Reuben?
They could. I don't know, man.
I think
There's a lot of guys still out there. They'll have issues, but there's
So
guys
what
out
do-
there.
What are we thinking the pick is?
Dalvin.
I'm gonna say Dalvin here for Philly.
Y'all forget about Ryan Matthews or what?
Oh,
He's not.
Who?
I don't think he's.
Oh.
Is he still there?
oh,
Yeah,
They cut
man.
him, didn't they?
oh! This is about to
Oh, I don't
be.
think so.
This is about to be who Garrett thought the Chargers were going to take.
Oh, who's this guy? He's This guy's boxing on the way out. Who's that?
Ooh, Derek Barnett, huh?
Yeah, I was going to say Barnett or Harris as a sleeper because that's what I thought pass rusher, man.
Barnett, okay. I didn't hate him. That's not a bad pick.
There wasn't a ton of guys I loved at 7.
Don't they
That's why
still
we got out of there.
Yeah, the teams are like great. It's a great spot for this draft.
Yeah, I
The
wish they
teams
would
is
have
where you
got
want to be. I'm so excited for day 2 on this draft too. I know KP said that numerous times, but he's right. Like day 2 is gonna be fun.
Day 2 is a lot of fun. There's a lot of good players on day 2 this year.
So the big rumor is Dan Feeney. How would you feel about Mike Williams, Dan Feeney, rounds 1 and 2, guys?
I mean, it would make sense to me. It definitely gives them flexibility to get rid of Franklin next year. And it helps minimize the loss of Fluker. But they still have, Pulley showed a lot of promise last year. Clark was looking really good until he hurt himself.
And Max Turk.
And now if Max Turk it really is going to center, you've got Slauson at guard too. There's a lot of beef inside.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's one of those things that you stockpile the talent or the potential talent there with the guys you just said. Slauson, Pulley, Clark. If they do go with Feeney. And Franklin, he hasn't shown up yet, but he has shown flashes in the past. So ideally he'd still be good, but you have a lot of talent there in an area that was a major weakness. So I think that'd be a solid move.
Somebody
it's
asked,
not Lamp. I love Lamp, but
question: if the Chargers end up drafting like a guy that we had higher than like Mike Williams, like let's say they draft McDowell or Baker, somebody that we all really really like. Would that change your opinion on the first round pick?
Well, you got to draft the grade as a whole, right? If you draft it in 7 rounds, if you make it up and grab Baker or McDowell, then you're winning as far as I'm concerned going into the 3rd round. So they can make up ground. This draft isn't over, and it's not like it's a terrible move to grab Mike Williams. They could have done a hell of a lot worse, in my opinion, and they didn't. Mike Williams isn't a bad player. I don't want to make it out that he was the worst wide receiver on the board because in my book I had him as wide receiver 3 in the top of 2 talents. So it's not like that's a little bit of a reach, but it's still he's still a good player, and you can make up in day 2 easy.
Am I seeing this right? Sorry to interrupt, but Travis Benjamin just wished Keenan Allen a happy birthday on Twitter. Did they just draft a wide receiver on Keenan Allen's birthday?
Hopefully.
I agree with you, Garrett. I think you do evaluate it as a whole. I think that you can still not like the value of the pick, similar to how we felt about Gordon, and that we didn't like the trade. And some hated the player too, but you don't have to like the value, but you can still like the draft as a whole, and making up for it with Buddha or McDowell, or if somehow Lamp is there in 2. If you're able to make it up with a guy like that, you can still like the draft as a whole and still not like the value of the 1st round pick. It's still that can be a thing.
Yeah. Well, so we're grading it. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, to answer the question, I absolutely am like that, and we'll flip the script and have no problem doing that. So in my mind, if they take like Baker in the 2nd or McDowell in the 2nd, in my mind, they took him at 7 and took Mike Williams in the 2nd.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
Man, whatever. So it's definitely a long process. Or even if they luck up and get somebody really, really good in the 3rd. So yeah, I'm cool with that, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you gotta just let it all play out.
Yeah,
for sure.
So getting back
getting
back to Feeney, how does everybody else feel about Feeney?
So I like Feeney, but like has been said by pretty much everyone, with the concussion history that the Chargers offensive line winds up with, his concussions in college scare me. But caveat to that is hopefully the offense is changing a little bit this year. And he definitely is fat. He's a much better mover than what they have right now. Mm-hmm. And he fits what Anthony Lynn likes to do a little better. So I mean, I wouldn't be mad at it. But like we said, right now, definitely the dream is going to be either McDowell or Buddha.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to switch over to my phone. This thing's dying here.
Definitely want to. I'm going to try to get the second round targets to see if it's still going to be Feeney or not. I am interested to see if anything changes, but
yeah,
man, it seemed like I'm just surprised when I got that text about Tom Telesco just completely flipping scripts this morning. Like whenever that info surfaced, like you would think you go into it after studying a guy. Or just after locking into something after, basically half a year, and all of a sudden one morning you just completely flip-flop. That's not a steady process, man.
Right. Yeah, there's definitely something to learn there. Like you can't find out about information like that the morning of the fucking draft.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Jesus Christ. I mean, it's literally like draft day, like him calling around the day of the draft, like, why didn't anybody go to his birthday party? Like, what the fuck is that?
I do like how they are waiting on safety though.
Yeah.
I think that's the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the value is definitely better at safety on day 2 and 3.
With that said, so is receiver. So
yeah,
like if you're gonna build in the trenches, the first and second round is to do that in this draft because, like Garrett said all along, like it just falls off a cliff.
it does, man. And
which one falls off a cliff?
edge rushers.
Oh,
Yeah, the D-line talent.
And not just that, the offensive line too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Why not?
So we're at pick 15. We gotta hope Jabrill Peppers gets picked here. We're almost halfway through the draft.
Oh God.
So
Oh, look, the Chargers traded back into the first round.
you can really compound your mistake. Look, you could flip this script and make it a great draft the next couple rounds, but you can make your mistake twice in 2 rounds and then draft Jabrill Peppers
Ugh.
and lose us completely.
Man, if that happens, I already know that I'm going to get killed by those mid-season things I said about Peppers needs to be a Charger because that was
People are going to be digging through your tweets, huh?
Oh
that
my
was
God.
awful. That was awful. I'm embarrassed by it.
You see Ricky Henny's trying to spin this. He just tweeted, today is Keenan Allen's birthday. He got a pretty great gift in another stud wide receiver.
Oh, there goes Hooker to the Colts.
Yeah, and I like that safety they got.
Hooker slide starts. Stop.
Was it a year ago, 2 years ago? That Gaithers, I liked him. This is a good safety right here to get for them. I cannot prop this fucking phone up.
So far, who's made the best pick?
Whoa.
Save Cleveland.
Saints. Marshawn Lattimore. That was huge.
Yeah, that value is crazy.
What did the Texans give up? Do we know?
They gave up their first round
Next year.
Wow. So they're all in.
Texans, yeah.
Was
That's a
every
good
pick
point.
for a quarterback for a 2018 first rounder? Because the Bears gave up their first rounder and a third, I think. The Texans gave up a first rounder.
Bears didn't give up their next year's first rounder.
It was
They didn't?
third
They
round.
gave him next year's third.
Okay.
Yeah. They're third
the
and fourth
Chiefs-
this year, and next year's third.
But the Chiefs gave up their first next year,
Yep.
and so did the Texans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, Hooker and Lattimore in past 10, I did not see happening.
I thought there was an outside chance that Hooker would just because he hasn't done anything. Like there's people, man. So we always talk about, just like
he
how
set up.
is not important.
he set up for this one. He's like, let me drop some knowledge on these people.
No, I was just gonna say. So we always talk about how the combine's not important, but for like DBs or just like skill positions in general, you have to know what a guy runs because if you watch Dalvin Cook and you just watch him without his combine, you think there's no way he doesn't run anything under like a 4.45. Like using him as an example, he goes and has like a horrible combine. That's why this stuff matters. Or like T's Tabor, like nobody's gonna guess that he runs a 7.
Yeah.
That was a terrible combine.
Yeah, like if anything, they're hurting themselves. Like you have to have those numbers. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why it was kind of interesting to see Corey Davis go 5 because he literally hasn't done anything all offseason because of his ankle injury.
That was interesting. I did not see that coming. I was actually telling one of my boys, he bet Mike Williams to be the first overall receiver, and that made sense to me just because Ross was hurt and Davis was hurt.
Yeah.
And he like just texted me, cussing me out how he lost like $200 because Davis.
Did he bet someone else that same thing too?
Just like the sports book or whatever.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Man, I did not see Fournette going in the top 4. That's. I thought that was a lock in that on those props. I thought that was a lock, but man, didn't see that happening.
So we about to see John Allen to the Ravens.
Oh, are they up?
Yeah, they're up, and picks
They
again
got,
too.
they got like a minute left.
Oh God, man.
Who are they gonna
Chris
take?
Sims is tweeting out that Mike Williams is AJ Green.
Oh, yeah. I've been seeing that a lot.
This is crazy, man.
That's sports
Knock
science.
this
right?
shit off.
You should tweet him back and be like, can you send me the tape that you watched? I must have missed that one.
Where'd you see AJ Green?
Are you
AJ Green
sure?
ran like a
Are you sure you weren't watching AJ Green tape? I know they were.
AJ
Oh yeah, I saw that.
AJ Green can go up for a contested catch, and so can Mike Williams, who's essentially AJ Green.
Yeah, same player.
God damn.
Yo, real quick, I wouldn't be surprised if Reuben Foster went here because of Zach Orr retiring.
I think either of those two Bama guys makes a ton of sense. I agree.
Oh, I forgot about Foster. Yeah, but that Foster thing, the whole like diluted sample. Then apparently he just has like all kind of baggage off the field. So some people are talking about he's gonna slide like all the way out.
Who's this?
Foster.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right. So I'm not gonna give it away, but the Ravens have selected an Alabama player.
oh, they went
Okay.
Howard.
Ooh, they picked up a tight end, huh?
No, I'm guessing. I don't know.
No, I know. I'm guessing too.
All right.
That's
So who thinks it's Howard?
Oh no! Please tell me that they did not go that corner. Please tell me they didn't.
Oh,
go
they
him.
didn't grab Humphrey.
Please tell me not.
No,
In the first round?
they're gonna grab Jimmy Smith 2.0.
Oh Jesus!
Yes, sir.
He's way worse than Jimmy.
He's bad.
Way worse.
So
Yeah, man, I did
so
not like Humphrey.
I wonder what the
at
return
all.
on that bet was that Humphrey would be the first Bama player selected.
Whew, that's a good. I didn't even think about that.
Wow.
Jesus. Wow.
That would have been all of the money.
So,
Man.
all right. So we've talked about Buddha, and we've talked about McDowell in round 2. Who would you like to target in round 3?
So
Michael's trying to get his girl in the picture so we can see that he's actually with a girl and we're not just here all alone by ourselves.
humble brag.
I know, nice humble brag over there.
Oh, dude, I'm already in the doghouse because my wife and my brother and her brother are at our skee ball league tonight, and I'm skipping skee ball league to do this.
Skee ball.
Dude, skee ball league is legit.
Wow.
I didn't know they did that.
It's awesome.
Q-ball league is peak, is what that is.
Dude, the bar they do it at, if you're there for skee ball league night and you're on one of the teams, you get 20% off your bar tab.
Oh. Skee ball sounds a little bit better.
Man.
So
Okay,
round 3.
so- all right,
Sorry,
so hold on.
round
round
3.
3.
Here's a good question. Sorry, hold on. Let me interrupt before we do that. Here's a good question on Mike Williams.
Yep.
So somebody just asked in the YouTube feed, you guys keep ripping on every comp for Mike Williams. Who do you think he does compare to?
Let's go Burris.
Who?
Let's go Burris, which is like a good player.
Plaxico Burst. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Laquan
good one.
Treadwell.
I like that.
Whoa. You're going Laquan on that?
I mean, if we're talking, look at,
Ouch.
ran the same exact 10-yard splits, man. I mean,
One catch?
what does the number tell you? What do the numbers tell you?
One catch, Laquan Treadwell.
165 10-yard splits. Laquan Treadwell. Now Plex is a good comp.
They have
I didn't think about
exact
Plax. That's
same
pretty
combine
good.
numbers.
I didn't have a comp for him, to be honest with you. That Plax is not bad, though.
What did Malcolm Floyd run?
4.44.
Oh, he was
that
like
fast.
outrageous. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a 4.44. I couldn't get a 10-yard split on him, though. I looked for it, but it's definitely faster than 1.65. So.
I mean, he kind of compares to Malcolm Floyd with the jump balls, but yeah, the speed definitely isn't there.
Yeah, but if you're gonna compare him to a former Charger receiver,
wow.
of the two, it would definitely be Floyd over Jackson.
So, yeah.
Vincent Jackson.
So Ravens took Humphrey.
Jesus.
Yep. This kid looked jazzed about it too.
The teens were supposed to be the good spot to be. Marlon Humphrey.
There's so many players dropping.
Dude,
You know
yeah.
what though? I wonder if this would have been Conley if it wasn't for the issue, because I don't think Baltimore would have taken a chance on Conley with that thing going riding over him. I mean, they were the team that supposedly dropped Tunsil as soon as that video dropped. So
Just looking at like what other scouts were writing, they had it where Humphrey was like the second best corner.
Yeah.
Bama, and he's. I mean, that's the Bama thing. I think. I mean,
Yep, it's exactly what it is. He's going to be just like D. Milliner.
Ooh.
Who's just
He's
like
not a good corner.
who's the other one that went to the Bengals?
Oh, Dre
Did
Kirkpatrick.
he just get paid too, or no? Was that someone
Yeah,
else?
he got like a bad contract. He got like $40 million, like $50 million.
Fuck me, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's not $40 million worth at all.
they have a reputation, man.
I know it's in one of your other Bama
I mean, you're the corner guy. How was Dre last year? I know it's random, but
He got better in the second half, but it's like when it comes to tackling, it's so bad. He just gives up so many plays just because he can't tackle, and then I don't know. He doesn't seem aware at all.
So what do you think about Mike Williams' ceiling being like Alshon Jeffrey?
That would be ideal, obviously.
that's a good ceiling.
Like that. I feel like we're talking about his peak right there.
Yeah.
Right. But both physical at the catch. They're hard to bring down with the ball. They can win in tight spaces. They got that kind of long speed. I mean,
Jeffrey's probably better after the catch.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but I'm saying in terms
yeah.
of doing some of the same things, because I'm
Yeah.
just trying to give a different comp other than Plexico, which is probably the best one. But if you're talking about like you're looking at Mike Williams' ceiling, the first thing I thought it was Alshon Jeffrey. In terms
Yeah,
of
I mean,
some
like,
of the things he can do.
Especially like when he starts to get a bigger role, like probably after Gates retires, you're probably looking at getting him some more balls, and so he'll probably start to. Yeah, I could see that.
Big red zone weapon.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you're putting me on the spot, that was mine.
Thinking back to last year, was Kevin White number 7 overall last year?
2 years.
Two.
2 years ago. 2 years ago, who would you have taken over? Would it be White or Williams, if you had a choice?
Oh, I had Kevin White.
Played faster.
Williams.
I know they're different guys. I'm just saying, like, who would you have preferred? Because I think I take Mike Williams over the other guy.
Kevin White was much more of like a 1-year wonder, wasn't he?
Right.
Well, yeah, he was.
He
Yeah,
was a JUCO transfer.
yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I'm just trying to think of value at the 7 overall spot, and it just happened 2 years
That's
ago.
a really
So
good question.
I mean, Kevin White's done next to nothing so far. I know the first year was a wash,
Hey.
but
Yeah, he hasn't played, has he?
I mean, not the first year. The first year was off the
No,
injury, I believe.
he didn't play last year either. I don't think.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't hate the pick. I can't think of a better comp though. I don't unless something pops to me. I don't go with the comp anyway. But Plaque sounds like a pretty good one.
Oh yeah, I hate player comparisons.
Oh, I think we're about to fill another bingo slot.
I actually love player comparison. I just can't. I'm not good at
No.
them.
Back-to-back Bama players. We're about to fill another bingo slot.
Are they going for
Oh.
their London Fletcher? Is that what they're doing?
With Foster?
Nope.
That makes sense. Oh, shit,
Oh,
no.
OJ.
Nope.
John
OJ and
Allen.
OJ
There
and
it is.
Jordan Reed would be fucking crazy. That'd be the best tight end duo of all time. Like, that's
Oh
crazy.
man, that would be nuts. Jordan Reed and OJ Howard. Jesus,
That'd be fun.
dude, I'd be drafting Kirk Cousins first overall in my
Right?
fantasy league next year.
Yo, Njoku's not going to fall out of the first round, right?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, this first round's being weird, man.
There's some tight end needy teams as you go. I mean,
Okay.
The Lions,
Atlanta being one of them. New Orleans
Oh, yeah.
at the back end also. I mean, there are teams that can go tight end.
Oh, yeah. Njoku Howard's going to Detroit, no doubt.
Oh, yeah. Well, Detroit, you got Atlanta, who I think is still starting Toilolo for some crazy-ass reason.
No, they
You
just no, they drafted somebody last year.
The Falcons did?
Yeah.
I must have missed that.
Austin Hooper.
Austin Hooper. Yeah. Austin Hooper. That was it.
They
The kid
did,
from
yeah,
Stanford.
that's right. He was the one that was a 4th or 5th round, right?
I think so.
He was third.
3rd round, okay.
Pretty sure it was third. He was like the second tight end off the board.
How many games did Ladarius play for Pittsburgh? I know they got Jesse James, but
He played
Oh,
like
I thought Higbee was the second.
he didn't I don't think he played till almost playoff time.
Ladarius?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. As far as Hooper, I always got Hooper and Higbee confused, so that wouldn't surprise me if I got them confused again.
So this is a super weird draft.
No
We're
offensive
almost at-
lineman.
No offensive lineman yet, and Denver's definitely taking a tackle.
But is that a surprise, though? I mean, we knew this wasn't a great offensive line class as far as the top end.
It's sort of a surprise, but just like historically, like I think I looked back all the way to 2000, and I think there's only been 2 drafts since 2000 that an offensive lineman hasn't gone in the top 10.
Wow.
Like historically, people they're just gonna grab the best lineman, but no offensive lineman yet.
Much like quarterbacks, where no matter what, they're going to prop one up in the top 10.
That'll end at the latest at 20 with the Broncos. They're going to
for
take
sure.
a tackle. They were
For
considering trading up for a tackle.
Well,
Now
Tennessee has one of the better offensive lines in the league, so they're not going to go, if not the best, they're not going to go offensive line.
Yeah, Buccaneers probably won't.
Yeah.
that's where I think Dalvin's going.
To Tampa, that makes
Ooh,
so much sense.
That'd be awesome for him.
Pairing back up with Winston, that'd be
With
great.
Jameis.
Yeah. And I mean, Doug Martin, he was hurt last year, wasn't he?
And he had a bunch of issues. Just like
Yeah, they were like planning on getting rid of him.
right.
Well, yeah, and he went away from his awesome nickname, so that was fail number 1 right there. Telling people not to call him Muscle Hamster, that's terrible.
And then who's coming up after that? So the other teams that are super offensive lineman needy are the Giants and the Seahawks.
Miami, they could use one, can't they? Since they just had someone retire and Tunsil has to go to left tackle, so that leaves a hole at guard.
Yeah, that could probably be Lamp.
I mean, Miami, the Giants.
The Seahawks, the Broncos, and the Giants all need tackles.
Oakland needs a right tackle in the worst way, too. Aren't they still starting Malik Watson or some shit like that? That's terrible.
Oakland's going to get
Seattle.
like Buda Baker or Reuben Foster. Watch it.
Ooh,
God,
Reuben
I know.
Foster, the Raiders. That makes
That'd be
a lot of
so
sense.
bad for us. Or
Remember
for
last year it was
for
like-
the NFL in general.
It was like Carl Joseph's going to the Raiders, isn't he?
Yeah,
That's
the
right.
guy we all love is definitely going to the Raiders.
Yeah. So like Malik McDowell, Buda Baker, Reuben Foster, one of those 3 are going to Oakland.
All right, there it is, official. John Allen to the Redskins.
Yep.
God, I need Peppers to go.
But I thought he was a top 5 lock, and now he's going at 17. What happened, everybody?
Those shoulders.
Yeah, if you get a report like that, I mean that's terrible. That's hard
Would
to.
you have taken John Allen or Mike Williams at 7?
Honestly, when it's on, I sleep like a baby.
Probably
me?
Mike Williams.
But I just don't want
Anybody.
to go anything.
Stebbins?
I'd go Mike Williams. The shoulder scares the shit out of me. I like John Allen. Don't get me wrong. I don't love him. I like him, but the shoulder thing that's such a big
Wait,
concern.
do we know who the Redskins
Rather-
took?
We'd rather trade up to number 1 for Mike Williams and take John Allen at 7.
Wait, what?
They picked John Allen.
Oh, right. That's a weird pick for them, isn't it?
Tennessee got that pick in quick.
John
Yeah,
Allen.
the Titans already ready.
Who was Tennessee's first?
Corey.
Davis?
Corey Davis. So they still need secondary bad.
Oh, that's another sleeper for a tight end.
Yeah,
Delaney
Tennessee could definitely
Walker.
take
They have
Howard with
Delaney, but he's
Walker.
getting older. Yeah.
Walker's in his last year of his deal.
Yeah.
And people always say, like people would say like John Ross or whatever, or even Mike Williams. I don't think Mariota's that kind of quarterback. I think he's the kind of guy that needs somebody to operate over the middle, and that's where kind of Howard and Njoku come into play.
With as much as they focus on the running game with the blocking ability that Howard throws in, Howard would probably be the better pick for them, right?
Right, that's true.
Yeah, I mean they got Fasano for blocking ability, but I mean,
I think Njoku is someone like Detroit, I think, or someone else I think would focus on Njoku. I think Howard would fit perfectly with the Titans.
Whoa.
What?
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm not gonna tip it.
Tre'Davious White?
No.
Damn.
How do you feel about White, by the way, KP?
He's fine.
You had the right position though.
That's what they have to.
They're going corner?
Yep.
So, their corner, like we said, their
Okay.
corner is so bad.
They're not
Conley.
All right, they're not going Conley. They're not going King. They're not going Jones.
Yeah, they might go King.
They're going.
King's got that length, doesn't he?
What about Adoree?
Is-
They're going to take Adoree here?
Oh, that's a good one.
Adoree.
Nailed it.
Ooh, are they?
Is
They're
Adoree?
taking Adoree Jackson?
So that's what they were talking about. Like,
They picked who?
At 18?
At 18.
Said, like,
Fuck.
he said Humphrey and Adoree were like the number 2 and 3 corners after Lattimore.
Woo. Yeah. And they're going there. Damn.
I did not think he was going to be a first round.
Me neither.
I didn't
had
either.
Davis over Adoree, honestly.
Adoree Jackson.
I didn't have either in my top 5.
He's a two-way player from USC.
Did the Titans have a wide receiver? I mean, a kick returner?
He was like the 3rd or 4th.
Oh, I don't know.
I can't think of one.
They had McCluster, but he's not there anymore.
I really don't think they do.
What did you just make yourself?
Oh,
Who's
man.
their returner? Just like I was at the last game in Week 17. Who was their returner? Oh, I think it was. Do you guys remember like Atlanta's old returner, Eric Weems? That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
Yeah, it was Eric Weems.
Yeah, he's gonna get
That's
cut.
right.
That's what this means.
18th overall for a kick returner and
Okay, now does
decent
Dalvin
corner.
go to Tampa Bay here?
Ooh, oh man.
Cook to Tampa?
Ooh, have
it makes so much sense.
Deshaun Jackson and Dalvin Cook partying in Tampa. I love that.
Oh man.
Jackpot.
That's true. This draft is drunk.
Let's do it.
This draft is drunk.
We all knew this draft was going to be drunk though. Like this is playing out perfectly. This is a fun ass draft. It really is.
Okay.
Wait, Mayock had Harris at 15 overall. Holy shit!
I still can't. I can't believe that Hassan Reddick pick, man. That was crazy.
I'm losing so much sleep now.
He had Harris at 15. He's like 60th best player at best.
I'll probably.
Jesus Christ.
I gotta cut it here after I eat pizza.
Ooh, damn! The Bucks already turned in their pick. Jesus.
No. That's not what I meant to do.
Oh, so then that means it's like that's got to be the tight end there. Tampa Bay.
Man,
Yeah, that's probably
you're,
true.
You're good at this.
That's probably O.J. Howard or Njoku.
Garrett, you're really good at this.
At what? Oh, you know the pick?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. So it's either Howard and Njoku.
You have Cameron freaking Brate.
So I've got Njoku number 1, but everybody's got Howard number 1. So I'm going to say they go with the consensus, and they're going to go Howard at 19.
Honestly,
Who's that?
don't think it's close that Njoku's that much better than Howard.
I don't either. But I bet you Howard's the first off the board here.
I think Njoku could definitely be the better player. I think he's definitely the better receiver. I think that what Howard offers as a complete tight end is better. But if I had a choice for me, I would go with Njoku. I think that some offenses with Howard would fit better in though.
What the problem is when Howard has to like work across the middle, he just gets caught up in all that trash and he just has no idea how to get open when it's not like schemed open for him, like on a play action or something like that. But people say like Njoku's raw and he's this and he's that. He's actually a very nuanced route runner compared to what you think he will be.
Oh man. So you guys know Charlie Casserly?
Yeah.
NFL Network?
Yeah.
Listen to this fucking hot take. Jonathan Allen, the biggest steal of the NFL draft. He was better coming out of college than Ndamukong Suh. I like him better than Solomon Thomas.
Whoa.
Oh my. No.
That's a hot take. That's hot.
That's just no.
Oh man.
No.
What's Charlie drinking tonight? I want some of that.
He's got some good shit.
God damn, that's a take.
That pick went in quick too for Tampa.
Fire.
So we're talking like Mike Evans, Deshaun Jackson, now O.J. Howard for Jameis.
Wait, is it O.J. Howard?
I'm guessing. I think
okay.
Stanley said it's either Njoku or Howard.
It's a tight end. That's all I'll give for now.
I'm guessing Howard.
It's really a fucking tight end. Okay.
I should click away from Twitter.
Yeah, you should. I thought for sure that was going to be Dalvin there. That made so much sense. Wow, a tight end for Tampa.
I can't believe Dalvin's sliding this much. They were talking about how he would, but I didn't believe it.
Tampa had another good wide receiver too. He was, I think, a white dude though, so he kind of flew way under the radar. But they had another. I can't remember what the hell his name was, but he had a lot of good games last year. I don't know what it was.
I think you're talking about Brait.
Maybe I don't remember.
Really good.
No. It was a wide receiver. He was like big in fantasy too. Maybe it was Brait. I don't know.
Was it Brian?
Yeah,
Walker?
it was Cameron Brait. Yeah.
I'm drinking. I don't know. Told you guys I haven't drank in a while, so it's yeah.
All right. Well, since we know this pick is a tight end, I'm gonna go grab another beer.
And I mean, knowing that this is tight end, Denver has to be the best offensive lineman on their board. I mean, they have every choice.
This is Garett Bolles to Denver for sure.
So apparently, Ian Rappaport just said that the Lions, that 3 teams are after pick 21 right now.
Probably.
Yeah, right. Denver.
That's got to be for Dalvin Cook.
It says 3 teams. Okay, so the Lions at number 21. Source says 3 teams want their pick, including the Niners.
That's got to be Dalvin Cook.
Or are people panicking
Niners.
for Kaiser? Are people panicking for Kaiser now?
I think it's Kaiser.
I mean, that's Kaiser to the Niners was something that people talked about a year ago, let alone now. Like that's been talked about for a long time.
And the Cardinals really like him too.
Back into the first, I mean, this is where Kaiser does make sense to get that 5th-year option on there. And San Fran definitely has the firepower now.
Man, this draft is interesting. There's a lot of good secondary talent and a lot of good offensive line talent that are still on the board and could be there at the top of 2, which would be awesome.
There's some edge guys out there too, though. At least still.
What edge guys have gone so far? Just Barnett.
Almost nobody. Barnett
and well, if you consider Solomon.
Yeah, and Reddick. They were trying to make an outside linebacker.
Yeah, I don't buy that.
But I mean, like, Tack is still there. Tim Williams is still there. Derek Rivers is still there.
My boy Harris.
Draft Twitter is going to be mad when Rivers is available in the 3rd round.
Oh, dude, Draft Twitter is gonna lose their mind. They're gonna be like, what happened?
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
They were thinking he was gonna go mid-first. A lot of people were.
Who?
No chance.
Derek Rivers?
Yeah. Oh, dude, there's some
wow.
people. Draft Twitter is in love with Derek Rivers.
I think he's a solid 2nd-round pick, but 1st round is way too much.
And there's good safeties on the board still too.
Who was the other guy from Rivers' college? He was pretty good too. I don't remember the hell his name was.
Avery Moss.
Yeah, he was pretty impressive too. I'm not saying obviously he's 2nd or 3rd round, but just saying that they had surprising talent there. Man, this is such a weird 1st round. This has been very unpredictable.
Oh, that's interesting. So one of the Denver sites I follow just tweeted, a Broncos source I trust just said they don't need to add to defense. Then I asked, what if Foster's still there? And the source said, well, that would change things.
No doubt, man.
You figure they lost which linebacker did they lose last year?
Wasn't that
Was it not Trevathan, the other one?
yeah, no,
Marshall.
it was Marshall, Brandon Marshall.
Brandon Marshall.
Yeah.
God, man,
He'd
Reuben
be a good
Foster,
replacement for
and
Marshall,
Von
man.
Miller in the same linebacking core. Jesus.
He's better than Marshall. That'd be an upgrade. To fall into that at 20, that would make a lot of sense.
I don't think. I mean, that would be a kind of a luxury for them, but I don't know how they can ignore that offensive line. That offensive line was garbage. The only player that was the only player that was even above average was Matt Paradis at center. Everything else on their offensive line was garbage.
Nothing compares to Sambreo though. That's like the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, it's not going to be. So, the most reliable Denver source just tweeted who it is.
It's not Reuben Foster?
No, it's not Reuben Foster.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, really.
Oh, O.J. Howard. Nice.
To the Buccaneers?
Yep.
Nice. That's a great pick, I think.
Dude, oh my gosh, he can just throw the ball up to whoever now.
You know what? Especially in this.
Oh, and didn't they pick up Deshaun Jackson in the offseason too?
Yeah, they got Deshaun. They got
Oh my
Jackson,
God.
Mike
O.J.
Evans.
Howard, Cameron Brate, Deshaun Jackson, Mike Evans. Jesus Christ. James Winston is going to have a season.
Doug Martin suspended, I think, for the first 3 games or something. But
It doesn't matter. They
But
can just
in
run
this
four wide
draft-
all day.
In this draft, you can get a running back in the second round, and he'll be set to go. I mean, that's
just run it by you.
God damn. Jameis Winston's going to have a season.
they set that offense up really well. They have a weapon at every level now, as far as what each guy can do. That's a really well set up offense.
It's like an old time looking Charlotte, so it's just like it's got the whole retro.
That's a great pickup right there.
I mean, it's one of those things.
So Denver, you said you already know who it is.
Yeah.
It's got to be offensive line.
Yeah, it's offensive line.
Okay,
For sure.
I mean that just makes sense. Who do you guys think it is? Obviously Stanley.
Let's see.
Packers.
I'm gonna guess. Oh, you think it's Bolles?
Yeah, man, he's a top OT for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Bolles.
Yeah, I think it's Garrett Bolles for sure.
Ramczyk,
So
dude,
our friends over at Mile High Report hate the pick already.
Denver explored a trade-up for Christian McCaffrey, inquired about Joe
Thomas.
Thomas availability, but ultimately stayed put at 20 for an OT. Okay. Yeah, Bolles makes a ton of sense there.
Come on, man. Detroit's definitely going to take Njoku there. So
Unless they trade.
we got 10 more picks for Jabrill Peppers to just get off the board.
Yeah, if Rappaport's right and 3 teams are inquiring on 21, that's a good spot to trade out of.
Could Oakland take Peppers?
I sure hope so.
if they see him as a slot corner, they definitely can.
Yeah.
I mean, if you get Keenan versus Peppers and good night.
Maybe Seattle. I could see
Peppers could do some work at slot. I don't think that would be that. I think that would be a terrible position for him. I mean, the first is not good, but still.
I just want somebody to take him really bad.
Oh,
I know.
yeah, I hear you.
I want him to go in the worst way.
I think most
Save
yeah.
the Chargers from themselves.
Garett Bolles drafted. Spells his first name wrong, but still a good player.
By wrong, you mean right.
Whatever.
Yeah, wouldn't you pronounce that Garrett Bolles?
Yeah. Fuck that noise. 2 R's, 2 T's. Only way. Oh, look at Mike McCoy in the draft room.
Jesus.
Oh, that's right.
Look at him.
He's there, isn't he?
Yeah,
And
tucked in.
he's a Utah alum, too.
He's got his shirt tucked in, just standing around in the background.
Milk toast.
He's
Oh,
pissed it's not
wow.
a kicker.
Garrett Bolles is bringing his baby on stage. Oh, man, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome.
John
Good for
Elway's
him.
I think he's 4 months old, too. He's really,
John
really
Elway's
Oh,
getting
yeah,
ready
look
to-
at him. He's in
in a suit.
tiny baby.
John
Yeah,
Elway's
suit.
getting ready to head out to Diamond Cabaret to celebrate.
Ah, holding him up like Simba. That's tight. Good
Oh,
for
did he?
him. Oh, yeah, he's about to. You'll see it. He held his baby up to the crowd.
The baby's watching the TV like, holy shit.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Is that doing too much with Roger, like off the bingo card? Bring your baby on stage?
Holding your baby up like Simba, that could count.
Yeah, that's an excessive handshake.
Yeah. So good player, but they got like a really old tackle.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll
good
take that.
player though, man.
Yeah, that's
Like you essentially have a rookie that's in his second contract.
The AFC West is doing not great today.
I like
Oh,
Mahomes.
wow.
I don't know. I like Mahomes, so I think that's a good pick for the Chiefs.
Look who just jumped on.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey.
How are we doing?
There goes the show.
Here we go.
Yeah,
How are we doing, guys? It's been kind of a disappointing night so far, huh?
Aren't you excited for your a piano on his back guy?
No, I'm not. Not even a little bit.
So Jamie, how you feeling about it?
Well,
good, but
I'm not real crazy about the Williams pick, obviously, and now the left tackle I was hoping we'd get in the second round possibly is off the board. So the night is slowly going downhill for me. How are you guys? What do you guys think of it so far?
You had to have known Bolles was going to last to the second, though, right?
I was hoping.
That wasn't going to happen, though.
It was a long shot, but I was hoping.
Yeah. I'm feeling okay. I mean, I'm not wild about the pick. I do like the player. I don't love the player. I'm very, I guess, okay. I guess I'm not mad. I'm not happy. I don't know.
So, I love how that people are trying to justify the Mike Williams pick, saying, "Well, at least it's better than the last time the Chargers picked a wide receiver in the first round with Buster Davis."
It'd be hard to.
That's not a high bar. That's
setting the bar real low, guys.
That's what it's come to. Oh shit!
Way to stay positive, I guess.
I just saw who the next pick is too.
Who's up right now?
The
Detroit.
Lions.
Detroit's
They
on the clock.
picked. They did not
They
trade.
picked. Yeah, so I guess Miami's technically on the clock.
Tight end or linebacker?
Linebacker.
I saw who the
It's
pick
not
was.
Reuben Foster.
No.
Oh, it's Garrett.
It's the
You went to
Jesus.
Garrett?
Who?
Jarrad Davis is a first-round pick. I did not expect that.
That's pretty cool that Garett Bolles.
Foster's gonna be the third inside linebacker taken.
Maybe.
If he's lucky,
Yeah, it's true.
he could go behind Cunningham at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Good point.
Reuben Foster is there at the top of two.
No, if Reuben Foster was there for Oakland, I'd be fucking pissed.
Oh, he's about to be. Oh boy, that's not good.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's
not.
Not good at all.
I thought that Oakland would luck up into like Foster, McDowell, just like one of like the better players in the draft, and just get so lucky again, like they are. I feel like they always do that recently.
Yeah, I think the McDowell territory is coming up here pretty soon. I think you're looking at the Raiders and Seattle, maybe a couple other teams in that early to mid 20 range that could be.
Who did the Chiefs trade with? Or who did the Chiefs trade with?
The Chiefs traded with the Bills,
Buffalo.
who
Yeah, I don't think Buffalo's going to.
See, I think you have Oakland who I mean, Reuben Foster is just a perfect fit for them. But Seattle, they have so many holes in the offensive line that I think that with everyone except for Bull still being there, that has to be the area that they go. So that might be the saving grace as far as them not going McDowell.
I think Buffalo is where Reuben Foster's floor is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If he's still there, Buffalo's taking Reuben Foster.
I don't know.
So we haven't even talked about grades yet. What would you guys grade this pick? I'll start. Stanley. Mike Williams at 7. What's your grade?
Mike Williams at 7.
Letter grade.
A
to F.
I'd probably do like a C+, B-, probably C+. If I had to pick a firm grade, I'd say C+. He's not bad, but he's not a game-breaking talent, and he was a reach for sure at 7. So yeah, I'd give him a C+.
Daniel?
Yeah, I go C+ as well. Same exact thing I was thinking. B- wouldn't. I don't think it's out of the realm of being reasonable there to go B-, but C+ just for the value of where they got him at and what the team needs were. I think C+ would make sense.
What about you, Jamie?
I think it's probably a C for me. I don't like the philosophy of going offense in the first round. I really wanted to go front seven. I don't like the idea of encouraging Rivers to throw more jump balls to guys who recovered. I just think you're catering to one of the worst parts of his game at this point by encouraging him to throw those jump balls. So I don't like it. I think it's a C.
What about you, KP?
I was going to say C+ because I understand. Because like I mentioned, they're looking at the roster like there's no Keenan Allen. So, I mean, if you really, really think that Mike Williams is, that guy, then it makes sense. He's not that guy, but if you really think he's that guy, then it makes sense. But, I mean, like I mentioned, it's like, I feel like it's Gordon all over again. So, positions deep, they can do a lot better. Just focusing in on, where they lacked at last year. Receivers couldn't get open. Receivers, had tip balls, had something to do with turnovers. Mike Williams is not a bad player. He's not a player that you take at number 7.
Yeah. Mike, what about you?
I'd probably give it a C+. Again, reach that whole narrative. If you were to ask me what needs we should have went after in the first, I would have said wide receiver. Could have been like 4 safety line, D-line receiver. So a little upsetting. The more I think about it, I'm just kind of a little uneasy. Inman proved he could do stuff. Tyrell. We don't have the jump ball specialist, which we've been missing obviously since Floyd. So it does feel that need. And if we're really big into pushing for Rivers to have everything he needs, no excuses, as he kind of gets into his twilight years, then fine. But I definitely could have got some more value, or could have gotten more value round 3, 4, even 5, maybe.
Yeah.
What do you think, Garrett?
Oh, hold on. Lions are about to pick. No, I'll do it. Oh, wow. Love this. Well, no, I don't, because still who's on the board, but
Yeah.
my dude. Going to the first round, though, I don't know about that. Well, what are we at, 20?
21.
Yeah.
I like him, but 21 seems high.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too high.
I hope
That being said, I think he'll be a good player.
Yeah.
I hope Reuben Foster had one of those like draft insurance policies.
Right.
It's Jarrad Davis, if you guys aren't caught up.
I just don't think that you take a linebacker. I don't know. I'm not team linebacker in the first round. I feel like the majority of teams, you're going to have plenty of positions that are going to have a lot more impact. Like if you need a linebacker, just take a pass rusher. They're going to have more of an impact.
Mm-hmm.
You need a linebacker, take a corner.
Because you're not going to find a Luke Kuechly.
No, yeah. There's no Luke Kuechly. I mean, that's
Luke Kuechly is the only linebacker you take, like that kind of, or Patrick Willis, like. But you're not going to find those guys.
Yeah, those are like rare.
Even Reuben Foster is not those guys.
I mean, I still think Foster's
very strong argument that Davis Brown was by far the best linebacker on the team last year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, easy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And even Toomer was a second, and Toomer was also a 5th round pick.
Right, they picked him up for scraps, and even Perry, or not Perry. Who was the other
Perry,
dude?
4th round pick.
You think about DeZubner?
Who's the other dude?
No, he's not thinking about the
Corey Toomer.
Toomer, yeah.
Toomer,
Toomer was
yeah.
very, very good at his role, like when he played, he was
Yeah.
like a good player. And he can give you the same kind of production as like a Perryman. So just like these value picks on linebackers, I do not believe in that at all.
Yeah.
Says Falcons are trying to trade up, trying like crazy to trade up, and so are the Niners. They're both trying to trade up right now.
Looks like the Dolphins pick is in. Hopefully this is Peppers. I
Nope.
doubt it, but no.
It's an edge player.
Please be Peppers.
It's an
edge player.
It's an
They
edge
took
player.
Tack, didn't they?
What?
Is
They
it
took Tack.
Charles
Please be-
Harris?
Please be Harris. Please be
Man,
Harris.
Garrett, you are locked in tonight.
Is it Harris?
Woo! Charles Harris.
What a fucking mistake.
Garrett Lockenfora.
Jesus.
If I was Garrett Lockenfora, I would have announced it 4 picks after everybody else had said Charles Harris.
Charles Harris in the first round's a fucking joke.
That's
So
great.
it's official. The Dolphins can't scout the defensive line.
My goodness.
That's
a terrible
nutty.
pick.
Hey, I hate to have to do this, but I
Hey.
gotta get up at 3:50 and deliver beer.
All right, man.
So I'm gonna
All right,
sign
man.
off, and I'll see you all tomorrow for 2 and 3.
All right, see you tomorrow,
That's
man.
good.
All
Cheers,
right, thanks,
boys.
Michael.
Man up, Mike.
Cheers.
Harris, man, he has a good spin move, but that's literally it. Like that's
So
He's also kind of challenged against the run.
kinda, yeah, because he vacates
Kind
the
of.
gap voluntarily. He chooses to get out of the way for him. Like
They
it's
just
his
showed the one
choice.
play he made against the run in the last 3 years.
that
Jesus.
spin move is nasty, though. I always
No,
love that.
it is. Its spin move is it might be my favorite spin move in the class. It's very good.
Oh, no doubt about that. Yeah, it's definitely the best spin move in the class.
So apparently NFL radio on Sirius XM just interviewed Mike Williams, and he just basically turned Rivers into Old Man Rivers. He just referred to Phillip Rivers as Mr. Rivers instead of Phillip Rivers.
Well, I think when you pass like 12 the 12 kid threshold, you become Mister. Like that's like you kind of have to refer to him as that. So. Man, fucking, it's been so unpredictable. Marlon Humphrey going that high and Harris go, man,
This is really going to suck when the Raiders take Reuben Foster.
it's gonna be bad. The Giants, the offensive line. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think they go offensive line.
Lamp would make a
Please
ton of
don't
sense
be
here.
Malik, man. It can't be Malik.
No, I think offensive line should be the pick here. Kind of-
Offensive line?
yeah, offensive line.
Yeah.
I think extend
Tackle.
Eli. Yeah,
Yeah, I
Get
could see
as much as you
Ramczyk
can.
there.
This would probably be Ramczyk.
I could see Ramczyk.
That's a
there.
really good. Yeah, that'd be a really
Ooh.
good pick. You saw the pick, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry.
Stanley
Oh.
on Twitter.
I won't say anything else. I won't say anything else.
What team's up?
Giants.
Giants.
Let's see. What do they need?
Not Njoku?
Oh,
It is not
That would make
Njoku.
sense. That would
but
make
it's a
sense,
tight
though.
end. It's a tight end.
Wait. Tight.
Okay,
No.
so
Oh, Evan Ingram.
follow
Oh,
consensus.
shit.
Evan Ingram is the next best tight end outside
No.
of
What's you?
Njoku. It's Evan Ingram. That's a terrible pick, by the way.
Stanley hasn't said anything, but that means it is. And Jesus Christ, that's reach.
You don't like 215-pound tight ends, Garrett?
Not me.
He does not have a position. Like he really is in between the wide receiver and the tight end spot. Like he really is in between that.
He is very, very fast.
He's giving you nothing as far as an inline tight end. He's not an inline tight end. So interesting, man. I mean, a tight end does not surprise me necessarily because they keep on going for these Larry Donnell and what died or whatever the hell the guy's name was. That doesn't
Yeah.
surprise me, but
I've seen people compare
Yeah.
Ingram to Aaron Hernandez because of his size and speed.
Probably not the comp you want.
Aaron Hernandez always I felt like he was a bit of a thicker guy though. Like he had more of a thickness to him than Ingram does. I don't know.
Well, and
Yeah,
it's
so-
not gonna matter when
Oh, you
Eli
know who
Manning's
they
on his back 2 seconds into the play anyway.
you know who the Giants drafted last year? Didn't they draft that kid out of South Carolina?
They did
Darrell
Jarrell
Cooper?
Adams, who I love.
Darrell
Not Darrell
Adams?
Cooper,
Yes,
Darrell Adams.
I love Jarrell Adams.
They drafted him last year, didn't they?
In the 5th, I think.
And they're gonna take Evan Ingram.
Oh, Mike Williams finally tweeted about the Chargers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so I'm with you guys though. I'd give it a C. I mean, he's got playmaking ability, and I get that he's going to be a threat in the red zone, and that's going to help out Rivers. But going from everything outside the 20 in the red zone, I don't know where he fits necessarily. I probably would have gave it a C+, but because value, when you can find Chris Godwin and Zay Jones and Isaiah Ford and Tywan Taylor in rounds 2 through almost 5, where you can find a guy that's probably going to do more than what Williams can give you and is better value, I got to knock it down a half letter grade. So I'd probably give it C. I mean, Telesco can definitely turn this draft around if he knocks it out of the park in the next couple rounds. But, I don't love it. I don't hate it. It definitely wouldn't have been my pick. I think it's a reach. I had a second-round grade on Mike Williams anyway. So, I'm with you guys. I'm just ho-hum on it. I got to see.
We've been saying for 3 years they needed to draft a wide receiver. So, as usual, they're 3 years behind the 8 ball.
And the wrong guy.
And the wrong guy.
That's a very good point. I think so we're all around the C plus range. I think I give it a C plus, kind of looking towards next season. I know we've talked about it quite a bit on here, but they don't have a lot on contract after this year. You have Keenan, who's always hurt. You have Benjamin, who's probably going to be cut after this season. Then you have Inman and Tyrell are both not on contract. So it could make a lot more sense next season. But for this year, I totally agree. I don't understand the role and what he's going to play other than purely the jump ball guy.
The biggest question is scheme fit. Like, where does he fit into this team? What is going to be his role with the Chargers? And, he's not going to stretch the field. He's kind of a long strider, but it's not like if you got like a John Ross, it's like, okay, well, he's going to take the top off the defense and safety's going to have to count for John Ross. Well, Tyrell Williams and Keenan Allen are running underneath. And you've got, the middle of the field wide open. But with Mike Williams, again, outside of the red zone, what is he going to bring? I just don't think he's got the speed or the athleticism to really get open that much.
They're going to try to fit him into that possession receiver type role, like the Anquan Bolden type role, the guy in the middle of the field taking the hits, making the tough catches, moving the chains. That's what they're going to try to fit him into.
And that was kind of like what we were talking about. Like if you like I mentioned, like Mike Williams is better than Juju, but that Juju is the possession receiver, that Anquan Bolden type, the thing that we had hoped Stevie Johnson would be. But how can you fit? It's not like he's not going to get open that quick on his routes.
I agree. I think that when you look at what Rivers does, though, you get a guy like John Ross or like Travis Benjamin, who ultimately didn't make sense because Rivers doesn't lead guys downfield like that who are burners. It's not what he never could. It's not something he can do. So I think that if he ever does go deep, someone like Mike Williams, although not as fast, is the kind of deep ball that Rivers would excel at, especially in the heyday of his career. So I think that it does make sense in that aspect, but not at 7.
Do we think his route running today is far enough to say he can get open in the NFL?
No.
Not on every route. Hell no. No.
We're talking about Mike Williams?
Yeah.
No. Well,
I think he's good coming out of his routes.
So
I think leading up to all that.
Well, so he's probably going to be drawing the number 3, possibly number 2 corner all the time, because with Tyrell and Keenan on the field, he's definitely not going to be drawing the number 1 corner unless they, run a defense where they just stick the number 1 corner on one side and hope for the best. But it's probably 50-50.
I'm concerned about the ability to teach him to run better routes because I think his feet are heavy and I think he's sluggish in and out of his breaks. So I'm concerned about whether or not they're going to be able to teach him to run those routes and to get that separation. I think that's the concern with him.
What do you what was your take on his route running, Posey?
So against Florida State, he was very, very that was peak Mike Williams was against Florida State. For whatever reason, he looked like a totally different player. He looked like a first rounder against Florida State. But you go to Virginia Tech and North Carolina State, he just kind of looks like a guy. He dropped a couple contested catches. He had DBs just all over him. There's even routes where he didn't extend, but the worst part was just rounding into his routes. So he tips off his routes, and that's what like terrifies me, man. Because when you tip your routes off and you're a 1-speed receiver, you just have no chance.
Yes. The Raiders are not taking Reuben Foster.
You said the
Oh,
Raiders?
okay. So now the Raiders. So now we got a.
Who else would they take? Oh, they need a tight end. Would Njoku fit there?
Oh
They
God.
need corners. Did they take Kevin King?
Nope. But you got the right position.
Oh, that's good. At least it's not
Tre'Davious.
down, man.
Mr. Davis.
Nope.
Conley,
Oh, shit.
Man.
Gary and
What?
Conley.
Gary and Conley.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Ooh.
Okay.
Oof.
Interesting.
They must
And
have been
Reuben
the
Foster
team.
continues to fall.
There was a report right before the draft started that a team that wanted Conley in the first round had given him a
lie detector.
lie detector test, and he had passed. I wonder if that was the Raiders.
Wow.
They gave him a
A
lie detector
a
test?
lie detector?
Yeah,
Or
that's
a
what I saw.
certified
That.
analyst, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Sounds like something like my girlfriend would do to me after like a long night.
Have you
Man.
been to Applebee's lately?
No.
Man, we're at pick 24. Jabrill Peppers still on the board, and we know that
Cleveland.
the Raiders didn't pick him.
Cleveland's
Oh,
up.
somebody please do us a favor.
Come on, Seattle.
Or do
So
the
what's,
Chargers a favor.
Oh, so Seattle actually really, really likes Peppers. So this might be like cross your fingers. We might be in luck here.
So the other team I've heard, some of my Pittsburgh fans
Yeah.
are saying
Right.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
People have been saying
Peppers.
Pittsburgh at 30. Yeah.
So we need Seattle or Pitt to really take Peppers.
to help
Guys,
us out.
Please
So,
save the Chargers from themselves.
See, I would think Seattle, if they don't go Malik McDowell here, I would think they'd probably go with Robinson or Ramczyk because their offensive line is terrible.
Where's Forrest? Is Forrest Lamp available?
Yeah,
Forrest
Yeah,
Lamp
he's
is
still there.
yeah.
The only
Bolles is the-
offensive lineman to go so far is Garett Bolles.
Bolles, yeah. Everybody else is on the board.
So obviously, if
And-
Lamp is available, with Chargers picking in, that's going to be the pick.
Yeah.
Who?
Because
And I
they're targeted.
love that pick.
Yeah, I'd have no problem with that.
We love Lamp.
How would
Oh,
you guys
Lamp at
feel about
Lamp for the
how'd you guys-
Chargers?
Yeah, Lamp at the Chargers if he's there.
Fuck yeah.
How would you guys feel about that if Baker's still on the board?
I'd still go Lamp.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
No.
love either. I love
No, not me, man.
I'd go Baker.
You'd have to go Baker, I think.
Yeah.
So you got to think. Well, who's gonna have a bigger impact? Like Baker can get you the ball back.
Yep.
Yeah, but Lamp can
That's a good
replace
point.
Barksdale, who takes the ball away.
I think they're going to play Lamp inside, though. I think it's more likely Lamp replaces Franklin or Fluker.
Yeah. So it's going to be Turks
Well-
Lawson on the right side or a center guard.
So on the
So-
left side would be Lamp.
Yeah, he'd have to fight for like obviously, but we know he's going to be better. He's one of the 5 best linemen, but
Yeah.
somebody's going to sit the bench.
Yeah, they're talking about how the Raiders just met up with Gary and Conley and gave him a polygraph test
That's
Tonight.
crazy.
before the draft today.
That's crazy.
They must have been heavily invested in him, like wanting to make sure that he's good to go. So
Man.
I've heard that that's all about blood pressure. So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
all you just have to do is basically just stay calm, and that's how it reads. Is that? Do you guys know anything about that?
I think
Yeah,
it's your
so
heart rate. I think it's your
I've
heart rate too.
I've
isn't it?
had multiple polygraph tests.
Is that
So-
what it is?
Here we go.
It's a bunch of things. So you're sitting on a pressure pad, so they can sense anytime you like clench your legs
Clench.
or your ass. They've got 2 straps that go around your diaphragm, basically, that test your breathing. They have a pulse ox on your finger that tests whether you start sweating more and your blood pressure, and then
Yeah.
and the blood pressure cuff. So it's
Testing
testing
stress
a
levels
lot
more
of
than
different
anything.
things all at the same time.
That makes sense. So it's really just, yeah, that makes sense.
The bigger question is, what is Stanley doing that requires him to take so many polygraphs?
I had a top secret security clearance for a couple of years.
Sure, buddy.
Yeah. No, I'm sure that's it.
No, I'm just
Hello,
so,
cops.
so there's multiple levels. There's multiple like versions and levels of security of polygraph tests. And the worst one is the lifestyle polygraph test, which I never had to get, thank God. But the lifestyle one is like when they're trying to give you access to like super, super top secret stuff. And that's the one that they give you this polygraph test forcing you to tell the truth on really embarrassing stuff because they want to make sure that you can't be blackmailed. So they ask you, like, have you ever had sexual thoughts about animals? Have you ever had sexual relations with, a bunch of dudes in a bathhouse? Like, they ask you all this super embarrassing stuff to make sure that you're being honest with them about it so that you can't be blackmailed for it.
I don't know what's so embarrassing about those, but yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
totally embarrassing if you got the wrong answer.
Oh man.
So Cleveland's on the clock.
Oh, Cleveland's taking Peppers. Come on, Cleveland.
They're going to take Webb.
Say we've talked about
This is
Seattle,
it, man.
We've talked about Seattle a lot, but what's Cleveland going to do here at 25?
Cleveland's taking Jabrill Peppers.
They're taking Webb.
Kaiser.
They're going to take Kaiser.
If Webb goes above
Kaiser's
Kaiser, I'm fucking done.
Guys, if they
It
take
doesn't matter.
Peppers,
They both suck.
everybody take a drink.
I'm actually okay with Kaiser, but Webb is fucking garbage.
Oh,
Hugh Jackson shoots for the moon,
no.
dude. He's taking Jabrill Peppers.
They're
according to at least one tweet I've seen, you're right.
No.
Yeah!
Make that 2 tweets.
Yeah! Let's
Make
go,
that 3 tweets.
Browns!
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Browns
they're
take Peppers.
taking Peppers.
I love the Browns.
Browns.
What's the
I
Browns
love the
fight song?
Browns.
Cheers
sing
to
the
the
Browns
Cleveland
fight song,
Browns,
man?
everybody. Cheers to the Cleveland Browns.
Here
Browns?
we go, Browns. Here we go.
Man, the Chargers
Chargers-
are Dogtown members right now. Jesus.
The Chargers can't out-Browns the Browns.
Yes.
Only the Browns can out-Browns
Fucking
the
cheers
Chargers.
to that one. Jesus, man. That's
Thank
awesome.
God Trubisky went at number 2. Thank God.
I knew I loved Hugh Jackson. I knew it.
Oh, that's
Really?
awesome.
Wow.
Thank you, Cleveland.
Hashtag
that's-
thank you, Hugh.
That's not even something we have to worry about anymore. That's great.
Oh, that's so nice. Oh, thank God. All right, now we just need somebody to take Cam Rob.
So
Yeah,
if
the
Cam
Chargers.
Rob's available at the top of 2, Stanley, are you pissed if they take him?
Who?
If they take Cam Rob at the top of 2?
No, at the top of 2, I like the pick. That's fine.
Jamie, what about you,
But
Jamie?
only if Buda Baker and Forrest Lamp are off the board, though. I wouldn't take Cam Rob over either of them, and Malik McDowell.
Yeah.
Like, Cam Rob would probably be my number 4 or 5 on my board at the top of 2 right now.
So
think
Malik McDowell, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think you'd be hard-pressed not to at least have him on your short list, even though I can't stand him.
Yeah.
He'd be towards the bottom of the short list for me, but, depending on who's on the board, it'd be hard to be too upset with them taking him.
Yeah.
As long as
I
they
agree.
understand he's going to play guard.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I think the second round would be a great spot for him. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I agree.
We need Malik and Buda to keep sliding, and we
Absolutely.
need Cam Rob to be taken. That'd be good.
Cam Rob to Seattle, please.
Just no
Well, they-
way.
Man,
Well, I mean, they did take that one shitty guy from Bama a couple years back at the end of the first, so that would make sense.
You mean that
What was the guy's
Okung
name?
guy who now plays for the Chargers?
No.
Oh,
Bama guy at the end of the first round. Carpenter. They did take him,
Carpenter.
and he was a third rounder at best. So there's that.
man, so the Browns slid back, traded with the Texans so they could go back into 25 and just take Peppers. Oh,
Hey,
That
boy.
makes it sound even worse.
I mean, they made the right move to collect picks, but then to slide back and take Peppers? God, man. Come on.
Hey, no criticizing.
Oh, look.
They bailed us out.
The picks already been as soon as Goodell makes the selection, I can bash it now because he's taken off the board. I don't care.
Let's wait till it's official, all right?
Yeah, let's. All right.
Whew, man.
That's what we call in the business incompetent. What are you watching from Peppers to make you want to – it just drives me. Like, what did you see from Peppers to make you think, wow, I have to have that guy on my team?
Well, they were scouting using only ESPN, so
that's the thing that drives me nuts about that is because they are so confident that they're like, we'll figure it out. Like they are so big-headed that they're like, we're going to get this player that doesn't fit any real position at all other than on offense, put him on defense, and we'll just figure it out. And of course they're going to take him in the first round, and they're not going to figure it out.
So as I think I'm sure the only person in here who said I want him to be a Charger, I said it numerous times as erroneous as I was. Watching live as a Michigan fan, I was super excited about him. When you watch even a little bit of tape back, he's not good. I mean, it's very clear that he's not good. So I don't know what in the world someone would see to take him in the first round. It's just not good.
He's going to be an electric punt returner for the Browns.
Love me a good special teamer in the first round.
Yep. Cordarrelle Patterson of the defense drafted 25th overall.
Good Lord, man.
Ooh,
right,
that became real. Wow.
All right, so we got another question. So they're obvious. Sorry. The next question is, what would you guys think about the Chargers trading back into the first for McDowell or Baker?
Give it to me.
Not gonna get any argument from me at all. Those are my 1 and 2 players in the draft. Like over Myles Garrett.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Jamie's got that too.
Hashtag
Malik is my number one player.
You two have Malik over Myles.
And Baker was my number 1 safety.
Yeah.
How far down did you have Baker as like overall?
He wasn't in my top 10. Probably. Oh, actually, no, he was in my top 10. What am I saying?
So McDowell was number 2 for me. In terms of overall, he was 11th overall for me.
See, for me, Baker is someone who, watching the tape on him, was what I would have expected early on. I would have liked out of Peppers, where it was exciting to watch. Like every single time you watched a new clip of him, like you wanted to watch more. It was so exciting to watch Baker because he could do anything. So someone like Baker, he was my number 2 overall safety. I actually did like Adams better, but Baker, man, I would love to have him folded to the second round of the Chargers. That'd be great.
If they draft Baker
or trade up, hell yeah.
I don't care what they have to do to get Baker. If they take Baker, I'm probably going to tweet like 50 different clips of him because he really is that good and he can impact your defense on every level. And the energy that he brings is just crazy impactful. Like the dude that I was talking to, he says when scouts visit Washington, they tell you that Budda Baker was the best player on their defense and it wasn't close. And I think you see that with just he has so much range, not like deep range like Malik Hooker range, but when he has to go like sideline to sideline, it's amazing, man, how much ground he covers. And people complain about his size, but he will take on blockers and he'll actually avoid blockers as well. And he can finish, man. He just makes plays. He is such an amazing football player. If they take him, I'm probably not going to wake up Saturday morning. Let's just
Yeah, by the time they pick in the 3rd round, you're just going to be like, and then they're gonna pick Jordan Willis at the top of 3rd, and you're just going to block it out.
I'm just gonna fill my bathtub with like all the liquor I have in my house.
We're just gonna
you can fill the bathtub is.
We're just gonna see you pull off your pants like an NBA player, like, and just run into the other room.
What do you guys think about Seattle here?
It's got to be like
offensive line.
They need to go offensive line.
Yeah, I think this is Lamp here. This sounds like a perfect spot for Lamp.
So
Ian pretty ignorant with more offensive line here.
Rappaport just said that the Seahawks and Cowboys are calling around trying to trade down now.
And that Atlanta still wants to trade up.
One of my Cowboys friends just said he thought he saw like a trade in the Cowboys draft room.
So Sam Farmer, the LA Times guy, just said that Seattle's trading with Atlanta.
Yeah, Falcons traded up to 26.
What are they coming up for?
Lamp.
Falcons.
Like Lamp. Damn.
Well, they
Lamp
also
would make a ton of sense.
they want Lamp. They want Lamp, and then I also saw they were trying to find a center fielder to pair with their in the box
Obi?
they picked up last year.
Let's just hopefully it's not Buddha. Let's just stick with Lamp.
Would they go Obi?
I don't think it's Buddha. I think it's Obi.
Yeah, Obi would be good there too.
Chuck.
Who was the
Chuck
guy they got last year?
Would that make sense?
Keanu
Deion
Neal.
Jones and
No,
Buddha?
Yeah, Keanu Neal.
Deion Jones and Buddha Baker, Keanu Neal.
I don't think they're in on Buddha, man. I think they're in on.
Yeah. But I don't think that makes a ton of sense. I think they'd go Obi, but probably some offensive line here.
I think it's Lamp.
Nobody's tipped it on Twitter yet.
Unless it's Njoku.
I said tight end earlier. I mean, I know they drafted. What did you guys say? Hooper or Higbee?
They
or
took
whatever,
Hooper
but
last year.
Yeah, Austin Hooper.
I don't think that precludes them from taking this guy. I think that they can both play.
Oh yeah, Hooper
at the
didn't
same
show
time.
that he's
No.
that he's in tight end one.
Oh, there's high fives and hugs going on in Atlanta.
Although they did resign Toilolo, but again, I don't think that either of those two guys preclude them.
Do
from
they
taking-
want a pass rusher?
Oh, yes.
They want a pass rusher?
Tack
Is
McKinley.
it Tack?
Oh,
Okay.
God, you gotta let us guess, man.
Yeah.
I would
Sorry,
not
my
have
bad.
guessed that at all.
Wow.
Wow.
Tack, huh?
Traded
So
up for
Foster
Tack.
Foster is close to falling out of the first round.
He
He
is.
must have some
Foster to
serious
Buffalo.
baggage, man.
Foster to Buffalo.
God.
Seattle picked up Atlanta's 3rd and 7th round picks.
To go back how many spots?
I think
Uh,
out of the first.
No, they're at
No,
the 31st
Oh,
pick.
oh, that's right. Okay, so
So
moving back.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
I mean, there was, I want to say it was Mayock's mock or DJ's mock that had Buffalo taking Foster at 10. So if they were able to get him up here at 27, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, that'd be great value there.
Yeah, Sean McDermott is doing a happy dance right now.
Did
That worked
Fall
out
back
nicely
to-
for Buffalo.
Buffalo hasn't taken a
Right.
pick yet, have they?
No.
They traded out
Harry
of 10.
Ragland again.
that's right. Say that again?
They
They're gonna
traded out of 10.
They're going to pair Foster and Ragland back up.
Oh.
Whew.
Ooh. Jamie, this is where we get to see in an alternate universe what would happen if Sean McDermott was your head coach.
So they picked up an extra pick, and now they're going to pick
Yeah. They're going to grab a top 5 talent in Reuben Foster at 27.
What do you guys think of Tack going here at 26? You think it's a good value for them?
He's not a first round
I think it's early.
edge rusher to me.
Early for him? Do you think it's a good fit with Atlanta, though?
I actually do like Tack.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a first rounder, but I actually do like him. He has a long ways to go as a football player, but his effort level is insane, man.
It is. That's actually my first note on him was high motor guy, doesn't give up on plays.
And he legit makes plays just because he's trying so hard. And he's very he's fast. He has a good first step. He covers ground. He just is. It's like handicapped as a football player, man.
He's really raw.
He can kick the shit out of one of those sideline markers.
It's all about that speed rush, man. Oh, yeah. No doubt about that.
Yeah. So I wonder if injuries kind of made him fall because, like NFL guys, they just look at your 40-yard dash, and that's what they're going based off of.
And he was bragging he was going to run a 4.4, but he ran like a 4.64, right?
I thought he cracked sub 4.6.
See, I thought he was – yeah, I don't know. Let me check.
I did have one thing I noticed was that Bolles absolutely killed him.
Oh,
other than
yeah.
one play.
Yeah,
Bolles
Bolles-
just,
Bolles owned him.
eradicated him. I mean, he wasn't even on the field, basically.
That's
Anyway,
that's
that
the
was
first
a lot of
time
it.
I got to know Bolles, man. They were like, hey, watch McKinley, and I watched that UCLA-Utah game. I was like, damn, who's that left tackle?
He
Killed
made a
him.
lot of plays in that Utah game, but they were all against
The
a
right
backup
tackle.
right tackle who
Exactly, yeah.
was whiffing blocks left and right. I mean, he was
Yeah.
basically untouched on 3 of his 4 sacks.
I like it. Dude brought a picture on stage. That's awesome. That has to count for a bingo spot, right?
Is that his grandma?
I don't know.
That's
He-
really, I think it
fired
is,
up
yeah.
about somebody.
Yeah, well, he had made the promise, or she had said something, I guess, right before she had passed away, something about make it to the NFL. So it's a big deal.
That's
yeah.
right.
Nice. Yeah, he ran a 4.64, Kyle.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, wow. I thought he cracked 4.5, 4.6 for some reason.
Oh, I
Man.
love it.
Whoa.
Man.
He's
Who's up?
dropping GDs on live TV.
Oh, Jesus.
He's screaming at Dion right now.
Yeah. He's
I
afraid.
love it.
He
all
keeps
the way
pulling-
fired up.
He keeps pulling the mic away from him.
Yeah, Deion's like, damn, dude, you can't say that on TV.
All right, so who's on the clock here?
But Buffalo's pick is in.
Buffalo?
Buffalo's pick is in, and then Dallas.
This is probably.
This is Reuben Foster.
It has
no,
to. That makes so much
I think
sense.
this is a corner. They need
Really?
a corner bad, don't they?
Tre'Davious?
Oh.
They
I
lost
think this
Gilmore, yeah.
Yeah, I think this is White.
That's
Tre'Davious, yeah, that'd be a really good pick too.
Let's
They
see.
have what?
I'm gonna look up.
Roby.
Kevin
They lost
King.
So
Gilmore.
Kevin King was supposed to be this high riser, and he still hasn't gone yet, has he?
No,
He did not. No.
Who?
Buffalo.
Kevin King.
Oh
No.
yeah.
Let me see. So Buffalo. Let's look at the depth chart.
It's
So
not
they're
great.
Yeah, their starting corners are Ronald Darby
Kevon
That's
Seymour.
right.
and Kayvon Seymour. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Not
they're going.
great.
Where did Roby go? Nikhil Roby.
Oh, I think he went to the Bengals. Did he go?
Oh, okay.
He
Yeah,
went, no, I don't know if it was the Bengals. He did go. He left though.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
They brought in.
Kayvon. Yeah, this is like Tre'Davious White, maybe Kevin King.
And Seymour was like a 6th-round pick last year, and he was just not. He had like 2 good games, and that's about it.
I
Yeah.
have a hard time seeing McDermott taking a corner who refuses to tackle.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, I don't know where they're. I honestly don't know where they're going to go. This is a hard. When I was doing a mock, I had a hard time. I could see them going receiver, but I don't know who they would take here. I don't know, man. They could go Ramczyk and throw him on the right side.
They did this with Cordy, right? So yeah, that would.
I'm trying to think who else do they have on their roster besides like where Foster would be an obvious fit.
Are they still playing Jerry Hughes at edge?
Yep. So
Yeah,
he-
yeah.
And Shaq Lawson.
Mhm.
They
Yeah, they drafted Lawson last year.
like free safety.
Hmm.
I don't know, man.
I'm
Obi
still
has to be
gonna
coming somewhere.
I'm still gonna say corner. When I looked at their depth chart, man, seems like they gotta go corner here.
That would definitely make sense. I didn't know they lost Roby, so yeah, that'd be a good pick there.
I wouldn't
Roby
take
actually
White
got
here, but say that again.
I said Roby actually got benched like later in the season.
He did. That's right.
All right, so yeah, this is Tre'Davious White or Kevin King.
that. I would be happy for Kevin King if he doesn't fall out of the first.
I think they're going to reach
mean
for a
it's top
safety
two?
here.
Reach for a safety.
I
And
think
grab
so.
Buddha, you think?
No, I don't think because they have Micah Hyde, so that's their slot type guy, slot box
Yeah.
guy.
Pittsburgh is where I'm worried Buddha might go.
And that's the thing. Yeah, that would be kind of the
Oh,
hard
man.
thing about Tre'Davious too, because he's good in man, and like he's got the versatility to play in nickel too. So,
Yeah.
He's a good corner for sure.
but man, is he a liability in the running game? Holy cow!
I mean,
All right, guys, I'm gonna check out. I got to eat dinner, but I'm going to try to check back in before the draft is over.
All right, man.
I'll see you in a little bit.
Oh,
Oh wow! So they haven't announced the Bills pick yet, but they already announced the Cowboys pick on Twitter.
Ooh, is it somebody?
Defensive front 7.
Oh
I think I know
no!
who it is.
for the Cowboys.
Yep.
What player
Show.
from a Southern school is still out there?
It's Soft Shell, isn't it?
Oh no! They're taking
No.
Taco.
Taco.
They can't take Taco.
They went with Taco.
They are going with Taco.
They only ever draft Southern. That's a surprise.
What is going on in this draft?
Just awful, man.
Dude, there is an awesome board at the top of 2 for the Chargers right now.
Gonna mess it up. Can't wait.
Oh shit! And then we have a trade.
Oh, what?
Packers just traded with the Browns.
The Browns
Wait, who?
put it for Kaiser.
Packers just traded with the Browns.
Oh wow.
So what? They got the first round, the first pick of the second
Probably
round.
2 seconds.
What is
Whew,
Cleveland
okay.
moving back up for though?
It's got to be a quarterback.
I mean, if he could get that 5th year, I mean, Kaiser
They-
makes
they-
sense.
Go
there.
Webb,
Yeah.
man.
They probably just finally got told
Oh my
Not
God,
Webb.
Davis
because
Webb.
that they're not getting Kirk Cousins.
It can't be Webb in the first. God, that's such a reach. I mean, by at least 2 rounds. That's terrible.
Well, let's see. Who knows about that? So we know. So we don't know who.
We don't even know who Buffalo took it.
Yeah.
You guys have already said the name that Buffalo's taking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it a corner?
Yeah.
Oh.
Tre'Davious?
Oh, Trey.
Is it White?
It's White.
Okay.
See?
That's not a bad pick for them.
Man, I'm inside these guys' draft rooms.
Yeah, dude, Garrett, like, what's in that beer that's giving you this
Killing
like,
this game, man.
mild savant?
394. Yeah. No inhibitions, man.
I'm locked in, man. So locked in. He's got Nostradamus' Black Mirror over there.
All right, so Tre'Davious here for Buffalo, then Taco, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more picks.
Dude,
okay, so yeah, Green Bay got the
board
first.
at the top of 2 is looking sweet right now.
It's
Green
so
Bay got
good.
the first pick of the second round.
I mean, I know KP was saying this before the draft started, but I mean, this day 2 is going to be so much fun.
Day 2 is going to be awesome. Hopefully.
So much fun. Well, I don't mean obviously as a Charger fan, hopefully it's really good.
It has the potential to be awesome.
So let's think about
fun.
Let's think about who's going to fall. So how can we get Lamb? Because that's probably the most real.
Seattle. I mean, he has to get by Seattle.
If he gets by Seattle.
So who did Seattle trade with again?
They traded
31.
They traded with Cleveland, didn't they? Or
no, they traded with
Atlanta.
Yes.
Atlanta, because Atlanta came up and got Tack.
I gotcha.
So the Lamb's got to get past Seattle.
At 31.
Probably has to get past
New Orleans, maybe? I mean, do they even have a guard?
No, check.
Well, no, Jacksonville's not in this round.
No,
still.
I'm already
you're
looking
moving
at the top 2.
Gotcha.
Who does New Orleans even have a guard?
I'm gonna look it up real quick because I don't know the answer.
Yeah,
They had Jarrad Evans, but he's long gone.
So they signed Warford, so they're straight.
Okay.
But at one of the guard positions, what about the other one?
Pete.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. So they're set.
Yeah, okay.
The Browns traded up for not a quarterback.
Oh,
no.
my sweet God.
What?
Hopefully not our. Is it Njoku?
No, they're not that.
Damn,
Buddha.
Garrett, what are you drinking tonight?
It's Njoku? Fuck, Garrett.
Garrett,
Garrett,
go buy a lottery ticket right now.
Well, look, I was just trying to think of the best player available.
No, that makes sense because their guy just retired, didn't he?
Leave the draft show
Barnett?
and go buy a lottery ticket.
You're talking about Barnett, right?
Was it him or was it the other one who used to be there who went to Miami? Was it one of them
Jordan
retired?
Cameron?
Oh,
Or did both of them retire?
I think I don't know. I'm gonna check Cleveland's. Is it really Njoku?
It's Njoku, dude.
Wow.
So the word was that Hugh really, really likes RG3. So this is like I did not think he would be. He must have been able to really push that narrative if he's been able to get away with 3 picks. Is this 3 picks, right?
Yeah.
3 picks without a quarterback, man.
Yeah.
Miles, Garrett, Peppers, and Njoku in the
he
first
must be
round.
a hell of a salesman.
That's a good first round. That's a solid B+ first round.
Well, I think it was either Schefter or Rappaport said that they're going into next year with what's the USC guy's name? Kessler
Darnold?
as a starter. No, Kessler as a
Oh,
starter.
my bad.
So we know Dallas's pick, we know Cleveland's pick. So basically, we're now up to Pittsburgh at this point.
So Pittsburgh probably should take a pass rusher.
Pass rusher for Pittsburgh. What's on the board still?
Got Harris.
Pittsburgh is probably going to be pass rusher.
Harris.
No, Harris is gone.
Harris is gone.
Who do you go to?
Oh, that's right.
Rivers is still there.
Miami. He went to Miami.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Rivers is still there. Jordan Willis is still there. Tim Williams is still there.
I mean, there's not.
But I'm really worried about Pittsburgh taking Buddha.
That would be a concern. Or a corner. I mean, I know they went with the.
No, they got your guy, man.
Oh, Cockrell?
Yeah, they're straight.
I know they got Cockrell. That's my dude still. But I know they picked the first rounder last year too from.
Yeah, so they're good there.
Yeah, safety though.
So no, they have Mike Mitchell who balled out last year,
Yeah, that's right.
and Sean Davis was a second rounder last year.
But he was a corner, right?
No, he's their box guy.
Who was their first round corner they got?
Artie Burns.
Thank you. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're straight there. I don't think they have a pass rusher. I know they just have Harrison, but
Well, and then they have, if you want to consider Bud Dupree as a pass rusher.
Bud Dupree, that's right.
Mr. Covered Sack. Mr. Covered Sack.
Right.
Man.
So the Steelers went edge.
Ooh.
Dwayne Smoots?
Nope.
TJ?
It's Watt. Yeah. TJ
Watt.
Yeah.
Thank God. That's another one we won't have to deal with.
Good call,
That's
KP.
That's
It's
good.
TJ Watt.
Yeah, he's just not a good football player, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Cleveland, Pitt. So now Seattle, we have to worry about Lamp going there. I mean, that seems like a very good fit for them.
I'm hoping Seattle takes Cam Rob there.
Oh,
That's a
that'd be
pretty
the
good
best.
spot for them.
That'd be the best as a Charger fan for him to go there.
Yeah. That'd be a win-win. I mean, it's a good fit for them. Lamp would fall, and Cam Rob's off the board.
Shoo. And Buddha, how tall is Buddha?
He's
5'10".
exactly there.
Fine.
Yeah.
Because I know Justice always talks about that cutoff for their DBs in Green Bay.
Yeah,
Since they're at the top of 2. So he might be too short for them. I don't know what their cutoff is.
I think he's like 5'9", 185.
So he might be too short for them to take if that rings true, which according to Justice it does. I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at myself, but he's really locked in there.
Okay, so Taco's taken.
Man, Buddha.
Njoku's going to Cleveland. We've got J.J. Watt Jr. going to the Steelers.
Please.
We've got two more.
No. The Chargers drafted
just trying to
J.J. Watt
slide that in there like it was-
Try to finesse that one in. We only got 2 more. Seattle
Oh,
and
man.
New Orleans.
Go to New Orleans.
What
Yeah.
a fucking first round this has been, man.
Ooh. Who did New Orleans take?
No, they're last. They're 32.
I mean, who they take first time? Oh, Lattimore.
Lattimore. Yeah, they took Lattimore.
Yeah.
They might mess around and double down.
At DB, or are you talking about corner in particular?
Their corners just cannot stay healthy at all, man.
God,
Like
damn.
2 of their
Anyway.
starting corners, their number 2 and number 3 corners have played like 8 games in the last 2 years.
Only one offensive lineman in the first round so far.
As
That's
it
gonna-
should be.
Oh, yeah, Ramczyk.
That is
Maybe
nuts,
Seattle
dude.
goes Ramczyk.
Lamp's deserving of a
That's
first round
why-
pick, honestly.
He fits them the best.
Lamp or Ramczyk?
Ramczyk, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Obi might go to the Saints.
Yeah, that could
Carl.
work.
And Dalvin
Man,
Cook's
to add-
about to fall in the first round. And so is Reuben Foster, probably.
God, there's
Ooh,
so
yeah,
much talent.
Dalvin Cook.
Dude.
Dalvin
Yeah,
Cook to Green
Baggett.
Bay might be a great pick because they're still working out Ty Montgomery at running back, aren't they?
Yep.
Dalvin Cook to Green Bay would be like ideal.
Willis could go to the Saints. Who else is a pass rusher?
Dwayne Smoot, Tyus Bowser, if you want to call him a pass rusher.
People love that guy.
My dude, Joe Mathis.
Joe Mathis, Basham, it's still kind of early for.
Tim Williams.
Tim Williams, if you don't mind his off the field stuff, yeah. I mean, he's very good. So
He's a really good football
We
player.
see
man.
Rivers yet? Derek Rivers?
we haven't said him yet, but yeah, he's still out there.
Yeah.
Where could? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say who's a. Oh, they got Ginn. Never mind. I thought they were gonna replace what's his name, but they got Ted Ginn.
Oh, the speedster. That's right. Yeah,
Evan Ingram.
he's already gone. He went to the Giants.
Oh, is that 3? That's 3 tight ends in, right?
Yeah. Ingram
Okay,
went
yeah,
before Njoku.
Damn, sure did.
There is still
Man.
I know there's a lot of hype about Everett though. I know he might be a top of 2 kind of guy or a second round guy.
Yeah. There was a lot of hype about Obi, man. I'm surprised he's still on board.
Well, he
Yeah,
had
I
that crazy
kinda am,
workout,
too.
didn't he?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, he
tested like a
destroyed the
freaking
combine.
monkey.
I mean, the broad and the vertical were insane if I'm remembering right, and that's after
Even his 40 was
some
fast.
Jameson, so I don't know. The fact I'm saying any names right now, I'm impressed. So. Oh man, I'm excited for tomorrow. Second, I mean, and again, not just as a Charger fan, just I think there's so much talent there in the second and third rounds. It's going to be fun.
So, got a question on Twitter. How stoked would you guys be if they drafted Malik McDowell in the second round? What grade would you give it after 2 rounds?
A+. I mean, that's
right.
Super fucking stoked.
Like Mike Williams is a wash at that point.
Like guaranteed A's right now would be McDowell,
Buda Baker,
and Forrest Lamp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
A's for me.
Lamp was number like 6 on my board, so I think I like him more than even you guys do.
I've got a first round grade on Lamp too.
He is like
any of those
really,
three would be an
really
automatic A.
I did not go deep on the guard class at all. I didn't think they were going to go there, and there wasn't much there anyway. But Lamp was definitely by far and above the top guy there. So if they can get him in the second round, that's amazing. Like that's an easy A+.
I mean, if those guys are off the board, I'd be a pretty big fan of Moton there too at the top of 2.
Oh yeah,
I like that kid, especially at that
Moton's
spot.
good. I wouldn't be mad at Foster.
Oh my God, not mad. I love
Jesus,
Foster
is still out there.
Not that they need an inside linebacker, but
Foster and Jatavis. Woo!
Would Foster be a spot, or would New Orleans be a spot for Foster?
Ooh. So they drafted Anthony. No,
Well,
I don't.
I know they got Anthony. But
Craig Robinson's
check
actually not bad, but they have Ellerbe, who's not good. So maybe.
I just
What other
the
linebackers
value is just so high for him at this point. Like, it's almost worth it for anyone to take him.
Yeah,
So they're starting.
fifth-year option.
They're starting 3 linebackers: are Stephon Anthony, Craig Robertson, and Daniel Ellerbe.
Isn't Robertson older, or am I thinking of someone else?
Let's see here.
No,
I don't know.
So Robertson, I think he's kind of. I want to say 27 for some reason.
Oh,
He's 29. 29.
Oh,
that's. I don't know. That's. I know it's a I can't think of it. If it's not a necessity, like it's a nice pick to have, but at that value, it's hard to argue that with any team.
Yeah.
God, the Browns adding Njoku. Whoever is playing quarterback for them is going to have fun this year.
that line is actually really, really good.
Plus, they have Terrell Pryor. They got.
No, they don't have Terrell Pryor. He's Redskin now.
Oh, that's right. He did leave. But
the Niners are about to come back to 31. The Niners are trading into 31 with the Seahawks.
Kaiser?
That's Kaiser. That's Kaiser.
Or is it Webb? If it's Webb, oh man.
California kid, keep it in the state.
I'll be happy. I'll be happy if it's Webb because that means they're going to suck for years to come. So Webb is bad. I mean, he's so awful. Like when I went to watch Hanson, who I did enjoy, all I kept thinking was, man, I wish he had a quarterback. That's all I kept thinking.
Ooh, you enjoyed Hanson, huh?
I did. I really did.
That's crazy that they traded within the division. That Seattle traded with San Fran.
Yeah.
They just do not view them as a threat. That's all that means.
Exactly. Oh, you want to come up for? You know,
I mean, it's
the
a second.
49ers came up for Foster.
Nice.
Oh.
That's a really good pick.
Oh, give
That
him
makes
Patrick
so much
Willis's
sense.
number. New Patrick Willis in San
Man,
Francisco.
You guys probably all saw that the mocks that had them taking him at 2. I mean, they come back in at 31 and take him.
So
Yeah.
that was
That's
really
huge.
real. I think I said that in our Slack the other day before all this happened with Foster, they legit were going to take him at 2. That's what one of my cards guys said. So
Who was their
Come
first
back in
pick?
and take him.
Oh, Solomon. They got Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster. Whew.
Yeah,
that's
the middle of
that's
that
pretty
defense,
solid.
or the front
That's a
seven of
pretty
that
good
defense,
pull.
just got a lot better.
All right, so there goes one off
So
our
what
board
a-
for the top of 2.
Yeah, that probably wasn't going to happen. I mean,
What did you say, Stanley?
I said there goes one off our board for the top of 2.
Oh, Foster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who did Pitt go with? Do we know?
Did they
Sam
TJ
Fran
Watt?
went to
yeah,
–
Pitt
oh, yeah.
with TJ Watt.
It went TJ
That's
Watt.
right. Yeah.
Sam Fran's about to go Reuben Foster. All we need to know is NOLA.
Then we got Green Bay. Seattle's offensive line still makes so much sense for them. Green Bay could go a lot of areas, but Dalvin Cook makes a lot of sense there too. I mean, it looks very possible that either McDowell or Buddha, if not both, are going to be there. Like, it's very possible with the
And
board.
I mean, Seattle's probably going to flip a coin between Ramczyk and Cam Rob.
Man, so
yeah.
So are the 49ers going to basically have Buckner and Armstead inside and have Solomon on the outside? Are they going to rotate all three of those guys?
Well, they're running a 4-3 now, right? So
yeah,
they definitely could.
What I was told is Armstead's going to be a backup and rotate in. He has not been good.
Okay, so San Francisco traded their second and fourth round picks to Seattle to go to 21 or 31.
Oh, your picture's gone, Daniel.
Yeah, every time I bring down the notifications, it does that. I'm on my phone now.
Oh, gotcha.
So. Yeah, apparently my tablet's battery's shit now, so it just dies right away.
I'm hyped for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun.
I know, man. This draft fell nicely for the Chargers at the top of 2.
Yeah, top of 2 is looking sweet right now.
How much action do you think is going to happen as far as trading? Because there's so much up there right now.
I don't know. I would have put money on Malik going to the first round. I really would have.
So when this
talent, he's a lock, top 10, 15 player, but man.
But I thought between 25 and 32 that Malik McDowell is going to get swooped up by one of these playoff teams.
So when the first round ends, we should give a top 6, since the Chargers are drafting 6th, and hopefully that means one of our guys will go.
Man, this is lining up really well.
What's up?
Is Seattle behind the Chargers?
No, Seattle's picking second at the top of 2.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So Green Bay's got the first pick of the second round, then Seattle, and then it's back to Jacksonville, Chicago, Rams, and the Chargers.
With Green Bay last year going with the UCLA kid, defensive lineman, I don't see them going McDowell. Safety.
You said Green Bay?
Yeah.
They got Mike Daniels. They got Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark, that's what it was, yeah. So McDowell shouldn't be a target there. Seattle offensive line needs so much work. Jacksonville, they just dropped like $1,000 million on their defensive line, so I don't think they'll be going McDowell either.
Yeah, they picked up who's that Broncos?
Maybe they're in the market for Kaiser.
Who?
Jax?
Yeah, very possible for sure. I mean,
or Webb, like one of these quarterbacks, because Coughlin is not in on Bortles at all. Like I said today, that Bortles to Arizona trade is like real, and it's on the table.
Chicago's someone I would worry about Buddha going to, because there's a lot of mocks about them taking Malik Hooker at the top.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's a real concern.
The Bears need anything and everything.
Yeah. But going to the Rams, I don't see McDowell going there either. So McDowell could be someone who really does fall to the Chargers there.
I'm going to try to dig on that and see if there's any interest there.
For Baker?
Malik.
No, McDowell.
Baker's a target. Baker's very real.
Yeah, Baker's on the list.
Now, just to clarify, because I know you had said earlier, was that Josh Evans or Josh Jones? Or I'm sorry, Justin Evans or Josh Jones?
It was Justin. It was a Texas A&M dude.
Fuck. Okay.
Evans, yeah.
That wasn't the one I was hoping it was, but that's okay.
Did you want the NC State dude?
Over Justin Evans, absolutely. I can't stand Justin Evans.
Yeah, he's not a great tackler.
No, we already have someone who whiffs constantly. I don't want someone else. I'm good.
He's very good against the pass, but he's just a completely disaster against the run.
When he connects, the power is insane. He might have been the hardest hitter in this draft. It's so good.
You can tell there's some explosiveness to him, for sure.
Yeah. Like, honestly, my favorite tape of him wasn't even Justin Evans' tape on DB. It was when I was watching other guys, and just the way he flashed on tape was fucking crazy. But there was so much inconsistency there.
What time does the draft start tomorrow?
I think it's an hour and a half earlier.
Yeah, it's scheduled 4 to 8. So.
And it's like 5 minutes in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. I'm excited for that though, because there's some guys I'm really excited about in the day 2 and day 3. TJ Watt in the first round. Man. Didn't he only play like 40% of the snaps? Like, he didn't play a ton, did he?
Ooh, Derek Watt getting a shout out here on the NFL Network cast here with TJ Watt getting selected.
Oh,
Getting lumped in with JJ and TJ.
star fullback. That's Stanley's guy. Did Chris Wayne ever get on with anybody?
Yeah, the Jets picked him up.
Isn't it?
Okay.
The Jets signed him to a futures contract.
Isn't it crazy that San Fran traded with the Bears, collected more picks, and still got Solomon Thomas and Reuben Foster?
Yeah,
Amazing.
dude. John
Man.
Lynch is winning right now.
He
Dude,
finessed his first round, man.
I'm wondering how much if there was any staff that was there when the previous GM was there that's kind of still around, because trading back and picking up extra picks is something that they were doing, for years. So I wonder if that's something that the other staff around them have stuck around.
God, could you imagine what Uncle Lou would have done in this draft for them?
Probably trade up. I'm trying to think of who. So he would have probably traded back into the first round. I'm trying to think of who it would have been for.
Some
Okay,
corner
so-
that we
yeah.
all hate.
Yeah, it would have been for. Yeah, he's a DB guy, so.
But not
I
a
don't
short
know.
DB guy. Didn't he hate Verrett?
It would have been
You
for
probably
that Florida guy that's super slow.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Tease?
He would have traded back into the
Tabor.
first.
For tease.
All those-
A year ago, I saw a ton of mocks or whatever, even during the season, that had both Tease and Quincy Wilson up there. Now I'm seeing a lot of Quincy Wilson at safety. Do you guys have an opinion on that? Because I was interested to see that. I didn't have any kind of idea of him moving to safety.
Who, Tease?
Nothing.
He's not a safety,
No,
man.
Quincy Wilson, the other one.
Oh.
Yeah, he's actually a pretty good press corner.
Yeah.
So he does tend to miss like with his jam, but he can turn it. I know he ran a 4.56, but he can turn and run, and he does have very good ball skills. Like he can find the ball. Yeah, he's not a corner, or he's not a safety.
Okay. So I saw a lot of him at safety the last month or so, and that surprised me a bit.
People tend to put corners who run slower at safety, not understanding that they're going to have more ground to cover. So it doesn't make much sense at all.
Interesting. Yeah, for all the talk that those two Florida guys had for most of the season, to have neither of them go in the first round, just it's a weird year, man.
Who is left on the big board?
So rumors saying that Saints are going Ryan Ramczyk.
Ooh, nice.
So for right
like
tackle,
that.
then
Yep.
We're like
who is-
Camera better, but better than any
So
of our
Seattle's
guys.
going to take Cam Rob now, which will be sweet.
who is their right tackle right now?
Or Lamp, yeah. So,
I'd definitely upgrade that line. That'd be a very good line now.
All right, so if they take Ramczyk, so let's start thinking about this. So who's everybody's board now for the top of two?
so here's who I still have left on my big board. So Malik McDowell, number 1. I've got Buda Baker, number 2. I got the center from Ohio State, Pat Elflein, is 3.
Yeah, you love Elf.
Oh, that's your boy, yeah.
I do, yeah. I think he's a perfect scheme fit, too. Him and Turk being able to pull his second level and both being able to play center guard would be great.
Athletics is something that Lynn likes.
Say that again?
Are you saying he's a guard?
Yeah, I'd probably play him a guard.
Gotcha.
Forrest Lamp. And after that, that's all my first round picks, other than Joe Mathis, but that might be a little reach here at top of 2. Jordan Willis, a good spot here if you want to go edge. Jordan Willis, Joe Mathis. What is that, 6 or 7?
That's 6, yeah.
Damn.
That's a good 6, man.
So Malik McDowell, Buda Baker, Pat Elflein, Forrest Lamp, Jordan Willis / Joe Mathis. Those are the guys I'm targeting.
All right.
I mean, go ahead.
Daniel, who you got?
No, the same names other than Joe Mathis. I mean, Joe Mathis, I didn't watch a lot on, so I don't really have much of an opinion on that one. But all those names are very, very good. And even going back to what I know KP has said as far as Feeney being a target for them, I thought Feeney was a very good player. So he'd probably be up in the discussion for top 6. I'm not going to say he's in the top 6, but he'd definitely be in the discussion for it. But no, there's so many guys there. Like one of those is going to be available at that pick, and there's so much talent there.
Yeah.
I'd have to take a look at a big board. I don't have one in front of me right now, but all those names you said would definitely be on my list.
Sidney Jones, Kevin King would be great at the top of two.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
Kevin King in particular. I know Sidney Jones with the injury thing has fallen a bit, but he was higher rated before that. But Kevin King, I think, would be great value there too.
I'd also probably have Cam Robb in my top 6 right now. At the top of 2, that's just good value.
I'm surprised, man. I thought he was a riser, and I thought he would be gone right now.
Cam Robb?
Kevin King.
Oh yeah. Well, he went to the draft. Like he's still there. So.
Yeah, that's crazy. I kind of had a feeling Cam Robb would slip out, but I mean, I thought Ramczyk. I thought one of those two would go in the 20s. So that's a little surprising to me too. I guess I should say. Just looking at who was available at the top for me still. So Malik, Buddha would be 1-2 for sure. After that, Jordan Willis, Lamp. Those are the only first rounders I have left. Assuming that Ramczyk goes.
Oh, and I'd also say Obi's in my top 6. Obi's up there right now too.
Shit, I forgot Obi was there.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah.
They value his size.
To have that kind of athletic freak back there, that'd be
Right.
God, could you imagine if they trotted out Obi and McCoyle at the same time?
Fuck.
Two 6'4" safeties.
You mean and actually play McCoyle in the role he should be in and not single high?
That would be
safety.
They'd have one good safety between the two of them.
Right.
And
I mean, so that's
an
interesting question. If Dalvin Cook is still there, is he on your board?
Ooh.
Damn.
Yes.
He's my 5th ranked. Oh my God, I can't believe I
fucking talent out there.
missed him.
Chidobe.
Yeah, man.
I like Chidobe a lot too.
I thought he was going to go to the Packers.
I love Chidobe actually. I think he'd be a really good pick there too. He'd be in my top list there at 2. I like Chidobe a lot. Chidobe Awuzie.
Oh.
From Colorado.
Oh, right.
He's instantly a starter at nickel, and he can be a long-term guy on the outside. I don't think he's just nickel. I think he could play more than that.
See, I'm a little higher on Moreau and Tankersley, even though they're injured. I like them at the top of 2 as well.
Cordrea is really good. I didn't watch a ton of Moreau, but what I saw in the was it the Senior Bowl practice was really good. I did like what I saw there.
So that's it. That's the first round, right?
Yep,
that's it. Yeah, it was definitely Ramczyk. Ramczyk.
So let's try and predict something. So Green Bay, Dalvin Cook's got to be on their list.
Dalvin makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
Dalvin Awuzie.
But yeah.
They could go long press corner Kevin King.
Yeah.
That seems to be more of what I think they would do. It would be Kevin King or Dalvin.
They let Micah Hyde go, but so that's like the slot corner, not really safe.
They did.
Who else? I don't know, man. That pretty much seems about it.
Well, they just lost their guard, Lang, but did they have someone behind him who can start now?
Yeah, they drafted that kid that I was higher on the Stanley. What's the kid out of Oklahoma? Last year. Give it to me.
Who are you talking about?
The offensive lineman that Green Bay drafted, the kid out of Oklahoma.
Last year?
God, yeah.
That's not clicking at all for me right now.
The guy that I had him over Stanley, and he made me look like an asshole. Garbage. What was that kid?
You talking about Spriggs?
Yes, Jason Spriggs.
Oh,
that's it.
yeah, Jason Spriggs. Yeah, that's right. They did.
Yeah.
Okay. Wide receiver doesn't seem like it would make any sense there right now. They just loaded up on tight ends. Yeah, Dalvin, Chidobe, King.
I'd got to think Dalvin makes a ton of sense for them. Especially now that Aaron Rodgers broke up with Olivia Munn. Now he's going to be focused again.
Yeah, that would be a good look for sure.
Okay, after that is Seattle. So are we all talking Cam Rob?
Seattle's got to be looking offensive line.
I mean, Lamb makes so much sense there. It's hard to.
It does, but don't they need to replace both tackles at this point?
Let's see. Let's go to that depth chart. Seattle. So they picked up Luke Jokel in free agency.
Yeah,
is he a guard or tackle?
Great though.
He's
guard,
their left tackle.
He's bad at ball.
Didn't Jacksonville move him into guard last year?
They got Glowinski at guard. They got Fetty at guard, and they got Adoree Jackson as the right tackle. So that's got to be Cam Rob, right?
So they might as well have us four starting right now. Then, basically,
Yeah.
what you're saying.
I'll give him a call. I'm a
think
free agent.
that is probably Cam Rob. So he can
Cam
fill
Rob
in
makes a lot of sense.
right tackle. Who's Adoree Jackson? I don't even know who that is.
I think you're making him up right now. I don't know.
I made that name up.
Yeah, so I mean, one of those two has to be the pick. They can't ignore offensive line forever. It's not going to go away. Although I guess they haven't really ignored it. They've drafted first round last year, so I don't know. And then who's after Seattle?
Oh, I didn't see.
Chicago? Chicago's where I
Don't forget we got Tim Williams at the top of 2 as well.
You got Tim Williams.
Yeah, if
Jaguars
cool
after the Seahawks.
What'd you
if
say?
teams are cool with Tim Williams off the field, he should go pretty early.
Are cool with what, man?
If teams are just cool with whatever Tim Williams is off the field, he should go pretty early.
What exactly does he have off the field, by the way?
Just I think there's drugs, there was a gun charge, and we just don't know what kind of person he is. That's a tough thing about this.
Yeah.
You can't have guns in California anyway, so he'll be fine.
What did you say?
You can have guns in California.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
that's a
can.
myth.
Yes, you can. I live in California. We can have guns.
And didn't he get busted with weed too on that gun charge? Yeah.
So that's why.
That's right. That was him. Yeah.
Yeah, he did that old chestnut. It's not mine, it's my friend's. Remember that?
Yeah.
And this fall guy didn't cop to it.
That works every time.
Always have a fall guy.
Was he the one that had pills with him too, or was that a different arrest?
I don't know about this.
That was someone else. That was someone else. Never mind.
He was definitely arrested for carrying a firearm. He got busted for weed, and then even at the combine, didn't he admit to failing multiple drug tests?
I think so. They said he was super honest about all his off-field stuff.
Yeah, I remember him snitching on himself during the combine.
I mean, they're gonna find it out. So I mean, interesting. So after that, you have
the Jags, who they've got to be looking at Webb, Kaiser. They got to be looking at quarterback, right?
That'd be a very good spot to go. They don't need wide out really, right? I mean, they have the two Allens.
Dang, yeah.
Offensive line is an issue there still, isn't it?
They need a tight end. Didn't they just trade Julius Thomas?
They traded him, but I thought they had someone else too.
Who did the Jags have? I can't think. I mean, they need all the help they can get on that side.
They win every offseason, so.
Right. Oh, I mean, no, they don't have a tight end. They just have Mercedes Lewis, who's
oh, yeah.
a lineman.
Yeah,
but he's 40 now, right?
Right.
He's been a staple on my fantasy team for 10 years.
Yeah, so they can go tight end.
Sure where they go.
I don't think they have much offensive line. They gave a 1-year deal to some tackle for $3.5 million, but I don't think he was very good. I don't know. They have a lot of holes that they could address, but I don't necessarily think that it's going to be Buda Baker or Malik McDowell.
Oh man, Carl Lawson.
Carl Lawson's still out there too, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That was a pass rusher, yeah.
Derek Rivers.
God, there's just so many good players.
There's going to be plenty of good guys there when the Chargers do pick, so which is going to make
It's gonna make it even more sad when they fuck it up.
Yeah. Although, if the Feeney thing does end up bringing true, I'm not mad at that pick, and it definitely does address a need. So,
Yeah.
but if Lamb's still there, I'm pissed.
See, I've got Elfline, Moton, and Lamp ahead of Feeney. So if those three are on the board, if they're not there,
I think I have the same.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, it just depends on how the 5 picks ahead of them unfold.
Well, I had Feeney ahead of Elfine, but so my thing with Elfine was one Saturday I went to watch him, and I was just so bored out of my mind, I just stopped. I could not take it, man.
At least he didn't fall asleep. I literally fell asleep when I was watching DJ Smooth. So I was in the middle of a video, and I fell the fuck asleep.
Usually, though, when they're boring, they're pretty good, so that's a good sign.
For offensive linemen, I mean, that's true, you know?
Right.
All right, guys.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah, I think that's good to go for night number 1.
I just want to wake up to "You're not going to believe this" text.
Yeah.
In a
In a good way, though, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how can they really –
DJ Smooth's at the top of their board. I mean, that's not something you want to wake up to. So.
I mean, they could – God, there's just so many good places they can go here. It's going to be hard to really – I don't want to jinx it, but it's hard to screw this pick up.
They're going to double down on wide receiver, and we're
It's
all
gonna be
going
hard to charge
to lose our
There's
minds.
plenty of ways that they certainly can.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't challenge them.
I mean, the guys we've named, McDowell, Baker, Elfline, Lamp, Willis, Mathis, King, Jones, Cook, Obi,
Lawson.
Tim Williams, Lawson, Moton, Camrob, even Feeney. I mean, we're talking, I don't even know how many that was. I didn't even count one.
That's like 12 names.
I mean, yeah.
10, 11, 12, 13,
Talking about a
14.
half a round.
That's 15 names.
Did you say Curtis Samuel?
No.
Oh, man. Curtis Samuel, too.
So if
Attaboy.
I know they went Williams at receiver. If they think he can be like a running back, Woodhead type,
Yeah.
there you go, right there.
Ooh.
Year 1, he definitely could be. I mean, that's an easy way to fit him in right away.
Yeah.
You can just put him out of the backfield.
Yeah.
Did
That's
you say
your-
Tre'Davious?
No, I didn't say Woozy.
I'm a big fan of him. So,
yeah, I like Woozy. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd be
a lot
happy with
of-
Moreau or Tankersley there too. I know I'm higher than most, but I like those two there too. I'm trying to think of what – I mean, even I didn't like Camrob in the first. I didn't even really love his tape, but I think he's worth a second-round pick.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's worth a pick at 38.
I wouldn't argue that one bit.
I'm trying to think of who – I mean, I guess, if they went like Davis Webb or some garbage like that.
Yeah, if they reach for a quarterback at the top of 2 tomorrow, that'll be upsetting.
A guy that I like a lot more than you guys, Jaleel Johnson.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
definitely.
love Jalil. I wouldn't go 2, but
Well, his
Round
only
3,
negative is
top
his
of
size,
3.
right? I mean, it's because he's short. Isn't that the only issue?
I'm not – so, I mean, he tested like a sumo wrestler, so that
Yeah.
hurts.
Okay.
But he's – just like on the football field, he's very, very good.
I mean, you've been high on him forever, too. I remember that.
Yeah.
You were posting stuff on him for a long time.
I love that. I love that 3-tech replacement in Johnson, man.
Yeah.
That'd be huge.
Please, God.
Yeah.
Man, this is
Would you
gonna be
take him at 2 though?
a fun day, too.
I would not have a problem with that. I mean, there's other guys that I would take before him, but if he's
Yeah.
a pick, would not have one problem with that at all.
Right. So I made a list of like guys that I would love, and Jaleel Johnson. You put him in 2. I don't give a shit. I'll take that dude any day.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yep, we will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks, everybody who tuned in tonight. And, yeah, we'll see you again soon.
Yes, thank you guys.
All right, guys.
Night.